What up? Top of the top. Back again. What's up, y'all? Good morning. This Monday morning. We back again. Like we always do around this time. What's up, y'all? Monday. Shout out to the chat live. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. What's up, Honey Drizzle? What's up, Shirley? Good morning. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, get that bot out of here. Yeah, that 369. Well, I'm gonna just say this. Yeah. Anybody typing too much, doing too much back to back, 9 times out of 10, that's a bot. All right. So, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna say block that person yet. Just watch 369. So, like I said, right, it's simple. People don't have avatars by now. If you know certain things, people supposed to have by now on the internet. So, other than that, anybody typing too much, trying to out type everybody, 9 times out of 10, that's a bot. Anyway, let's go. All right. So, yeah, we at it again, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Let's just jump into it. Updates. Once again, USHER is out here acting wild again. USHER always is doing strange stuff. I mean, he been doing strange stuff for a while. I don't understand. People give Usher all these passes. So y'all also see by now how this whole thing been playing out. This picking and choosing thing. My opinion, Usher he might be worse than Robert. Like that's how I look at Usher. I look at Usher and Robert like the same. Usher could be worse. See? So I just want y'all to see how this whole picking and choosing thing. Meanwhile, Usher, Chris Brown be doing some horrific things right in people's face. So anyway, we saw last year Usher pulled out some cherries on stage. And he had some cherries and he put them in. He let somebody taste the cherries on stage. He be acting very weird. Usher has been trying to be on stage like Diddy with fur coats on in the summer. Usher been on stage sweating with fur coats on. Usher been doing some wild stuff. So I'm not gonna get too much into Usher today because I already went there already. I'm not gonna keep repeating the same thing every time they come back around. But it's not our fault they won't leave. So I already know y'all saw that video. I already know your timeline was flooded. Y'all saw how that female was acting towards Usher. But around here, you got the joke. Y'all already know what's up. Y'all know exactly why that woman was doing that. So, all right. So, like I said, man, you can't make this stuff up, man. You know, also, y'all know the jig is up. The jig is up for Usher, too. The jig is up for all of them. We're also going to be talking about how Drake has been on the charts 9 weeks straight. He has also stopped Future from getting first place. He been on the chart 9 weeks straight. Man, we got some things to talk about today. We also gonna talk about that guy named Puffy. Well, y'all know the $20 million lawsuit against him by that man. Yeah, that man was around for years. I'm gonna say that man was Puffy's little toy. Yeah, because the reason why I know that, according to that whole story, how Puffy was so comfortable with leaving that man around Cassie, they calling each other, hanging together. We also know the horrific stories already. I don't want to get all nasty with it, but we know they all nasty. And that guy was around a long time. So he coming for 20 million. But then again, he coming for 20 million. And I might have just said something I shouldn't have said, because he allegedly was dealing with them for a decade. So that means, bro, you could have been their boyfriend. But I think he just wanted his cut. So long story short, the guy who allegedly was with Diddy and Cassie, the one who allegedly got Cassie knocked up, whatever. The judge has proceeded with the case. So you know Diddy been getting a lot of stuff thrown out. This particular case, they said they're going to go ahead with it. They're going to go forward with it. So we'll get into that. Also, I didn't even get into that whole Diddy locked up fighting. Yeah, man. All right, we up, y'all. Who up in here, man? I'm happy to see y'all this morning. What's up, Punches? What's up? What's up, bro? What's up, Nikki, baby? What's up? Good morning, y'all. What's up, me Brown? Right, Money Day Monday. We at it. Who else up in here? Who live? Live on the check-in. What's up, Pillsbury? What's up, y'all? Good morning. What's up? What's up, y'all? We back. Let's go. Oh, what's up? What's up? Hold up. I don't see everybody. What's up, Michelle Miller? All right, y'all. Let's go, man. I'll be tapping in with y'all. Let's just jump into it. I'm ready. All right. Usher been acting weird, y'all. He been doing a lot of weird stuff. Y'all know allegedly him and Justin Bieber got into it. Meanwhile, all of Justin Bieber fans, they don't look at Usher the way Usher fans do. You know, especially, people from Atlanta and, everywhere else, they love Usher, but Justin Bieber fans don't look at him like that. They look at him as a creep. People also look at Usher as he was raised by Puffy, and he's Puffy's nephew. All right, it's not our fault. It's stories online of him and Puffy having pillow fights in the bed. Okay, we also know that Puffy raised him from young. So, like I said, I don't want to get into Usher life. So I don't know why Usher's still around. Usher might be weirder than Michael Jackson. Whoever y'all thought was weird, I'm starting to think Usher more weirder than all of them. I just think the whole thing with Usher is he able to he able to cover it up. Like, I think Usher's a super perv. Like, even when you see, I don't think that. Okay, boom. The episode, it's a episode where he was on Brandy, Moesha, a long time ago, right? I know y'all saw that. Even on that episode, Usher trying to bring Brandy upstairs. He in the party walking around with a roll trying to get her to go upstairs. So it's like Usher role is always of that behavior. He just been getting away with it. See? And he got exposed with that lawsuit. He paid out on women and men. And everybody still get Usher passed. Meanwhile, Usher could be worse than Robert. Meaning Usher stories might not come out till he about 50 something. He getting away. He's still in his 40s. Thank you, Mally. So we also know, ladies, you should know this by now. Usher been in this game for a long time. He has not been in no long-term functioning relationships. So we know he got a problem. And he also was a child star. So I'm just saying all that because he has the same background as a lot of them. They all have their own little background, but I just think Usher's, like, his whole life in this entertainment game, I just think now is starting to show. That Usher never grew up. He's starting to act weird. We laughed at this man. This man came out for the elections. We laughed at him then. Hilarious. That's when I was joking about he got all the shoe polish in his hair. He on stage. Man, I'm just going to say, all I know is since 2024, since Puffy been going through this stuff, Usher been looking real weird. This man kiss witches on the mouth. He's weird. He's just weird now to me, y'all. So my whole thing is, you saw how that woman acted. So all you got to ask is, why did that woman act like that? Before was the time women would love for Usher to get on them like that and kiss on them. You would clearly see that woman was acting like Usher was straight nasty. Creepy. Because he be doing too much. All right? It's like, if you really notice, it's like Usher's getting more freaky as he getting older. That's why it's looking kind of weird for Usher. Is it because Usher's old, he can't dance like that? Usher is acting more creepy since he getting older. Because my whole perspective looking at this, okay, if they were young, doing a lot of stuff young, as they get older, it's just going to get worse. If you were very freaky, young, every freaking day, every freaking night, you running around every day, cheating, all this sex, you are entertained, just sex, young sex. When you get older, man, I just look at you. You might still be an old creep, but meaning you're going to be an old creep because you can't get around like you used to. You can't sleep around like you used to. Your legs hurt. You can't run around like that, but you're still a creep. So I look at people like Usher. He's getting older, and his creepy ways starting to show. Usher used to dance. Are you doing this stuff, Usher, because you can't dance like you used to? You're doing a lot of shenanigans. And I'm talking about creepy stuff. All right. So I've never saw a female on stage with a superstar and act like that. I've never saw that. So I don't know what's up with this. What's up, Tiger? What's up? What's up, Robert? So yeah, I don't know what's up with this, y'all, but I'm just saying this. Usher is acting weird. Like, guys, he don't got to take his clothes off all of this. Usher, why he didn't take his clothes off like this. All I'm saying is this tripping me out, y'all. This to me, I'm looking at it like if Michael Jackson did this. Okay, we've never saw Michael Jackson take his shirt off. See, I look at stuff many different ways in my own weird opinion. I'm like, okay, Usher did. I mean, Michael Jackson didn't do stuff like this. He didn't just start taking. Meaning Usher was known for dancing, singing, dancing. Usher dance. So I'm looking at it. These little space gaps right here between his shows, he would usually be dancing, doing something. And then he started this serenading stuff a couple years. As he got old, he started this serenade. But every time he serenade, people be like, hold up. Because a lot of people know. See, the truth is in your face. People know exactly what Usher got accused of paying out on. But everybody be acting like, you get what I'm saying? No, that woman, no. She do not want that man on her. Like, she don't want no kisses, man. Sis did not want to be on stage. All I'm saying is Usher's acting weird. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up, Miss K? What's up, y'all? Usher's acting very weird. That's all I know, man. I don't know what's wrong with this dude. And like I said, it was little stuff like this, little facial expressions. Now, he is the main one online telling you. He said that he was in the house with grown women as a teen. So, like, he already admitted he got turned out as he got turned out young, y'all. Meaning this man been having sex for a long time. Usher been having sex for a long time. This behavior. This man raised by Diddy, Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell, Clyde. And I'm just like this. It's just starting to show. Every year, Usher does some weird stuff. So I don't get it. I don't get how people don't get it. Usher been doing weird stuff. He usually dance. Usher seems to kick female fan off stage after awkward moment. So, how many of y'all ladies will let Usher kiss you? That lady ain't want all that sweat on her, y'all. She didn't want that sweat on her. She did not want that sweat. Nah, Usher, they're not aging well at all. They're not aging well. They're not aging well. What's up, Shirley? All right, you finally got a chance to see Usher. You love Usher from young. Y'all finally get to see him. He bring you on stage, and Usher want to serenade on you. You want to kiss on you. You want to sing those nice notes. But no, we know the joke around here. We call him Bumpy Johnson. That's right. We call him Mr. Rice Krispies. We call him Mr. Let It Burn. That's what we call him around here. So, like I said, man, that lady ain't. They might even it'd make it even more funny if they pay her to go on stage, and she still did that. All right, Usher. She was doing a matrix on him. She just kept going back and back and back. I was like, yo, man. She did the matrix on that dude. But this part right here is why he looked weird. He looked weird. Come on, y'all. He looked. I don't know. Something is telling me, man, Usher might be worse than Robert, man. Something is really telling me that. Something is telling me that. Something is telling me, yeah, Usher made those payouts, but Usher might have spread that to a lot of people. Usher might have went from coast to coast, state to state, country to country, spreading that stuff. That's how I look at him, y'all. I look at him like he's been doing a lot. No, I say that because when he did get accused, he tried to lie. He just lied and kept lying and he lied to the end. He wouldn't stop lying. He was going to defend that lie to the end. And then I was able to see Usher like all people. He like BBWs. He like, well, they said it was a man in that payout. But I really believe that Usher thought he was going to get away, y'all, because she was a BBW. And I think that being that woman was a BBW, Usher was going to be able to get away, and people going to say, man, she lying. Usher he ain't do nothing with her. Then I look different. I'm like, no, Usher was sleeping with BBWs because he can get away with giving them stuff. And if they tell, ain't nobody going to believe him. That's how I looked at Usher. See, Usher the type, he probably was picking women strategic. Not too pretty, not too perfect, so they'll be just happy to sleep with him and ain't going to tell. I think yeah, man. So he fought tooth and nail. He made the payout. In my opinion, I said, after Usher got accused of that, his career was really over. Usher only came back because he was on a song with City Girls, and it brought him back. All right? His uncle Puffy put him on a song with Young Miami, and he came back out after that like nothing ever happened. But a lot of people never forgot 2018, Usher made a payout. And I always told y'all, the joke is on y'all that pay for the tickets to see him. The joke on y'all. And every time he come, I'm not gonna keep saying the same thing, man. If Usher was a regular person accused of having certain things, y'all would cook him. Woman, you wouldn't want to do with him. Lady, you wouldn't even want to dance with that man in the club. Yet alone, you wouldn't pay for a ticket to see him. But just show you, right? This woman is showing us what we already know. That's what this whole thing is about. So anybody that don't get what Usher was already accused of and paid out for, it ain't even about, I say accused to be nice. Everybody know what this is about that really know. That people that don't have popcorn brain and remember everything, they know exactly what this is about. All right? She was not fond of Usher no kind of way. And y'all all to see that. She was not feeling that. And my whole point is Usher starting to do more than Robert. He's starting to do too much weird stuff. Because it ain't just this. That whole situation when he had those cherries on stage was weird. He was doing a lot of weird stuff back to back. So when Diddy in jail, he in New York in Madison Square Garden. No, he had the Barclay with one of Diddy coats on with no shirt. Sweating in a concert with a mink on in the summer. Told you, man, Usher them tweaked out. Then what Usher do? Go over there to Bali and go hang out with Russell Simmons taking pictures looking weird. He's weird. They tell you how they weird, man. The creep show is the freak show. That's all Usher doing. People just making money selling them tickets off the freak show, man. That's all it is. So I'm just telling y'all, man. All right, y'all got y'all favorites. I got my eye on Usher. Usher starting to show me weird behavior. And I'm not letting him off the hook for just, okay, I'm looking at Justin Bieber got away. Justin Bieber don't act weird, y'all. Justin Bieber was married with a child. Justin acts normal. So whatever they went through, Justin acts normal. Usher acts weird. And it's starting to show. So I'm just like this. I got my eye on Usher. Because some telling me he worse than Robert. So I'm telling me that, y'all. So I'm telling me that. So I'm just telling me. All right. Let's go. Top of the top, everybody that's up. Usher seemed to kick female off stage after she embarrassed his ass. All right, so come on, man. Usher laid his career away in do-rags. Come on, Usher. Come on, bro. Y'all know this, ladies. That's why I'm like, how ladies get this man a pass? Usher used to wear nice outfits. He used to act like a gentleman. Now he walking around with do-rags and no shirt on, putting sweat on people. People don't get dressed up to get sweat on them, and you got that. Guys, can that stuff be can it be? It's called bodily fluids, right? I think. All I know is you'll see it on this lady. She knew what time it was, y'all. She ain't want none of that juice on her. All right, he breathing off. Come on, man. She might press charges on you after that. All right, Usher stops steamy on-stage encounter after fan appears uncomfortable at Nashville show. So he got embarrassed live on the stage. Y'all got it, man. I mean, according to this story, he got embarrassed on stage. Usher, bro, that's what KC and them did back in the day. KC was taking his clothes off. That's Devontae swinging them. Robert does that stuff. You wasn't doing that. Not like that, bro. All right, y'all. There you got it, man. Yeah, I got it right here. No, I said it's a little bit of Diddy and everybody. And I just think Usher starting the show. He's not acting opposite. All right? He's over 40. He's not a married man, happily married. He don't play the father role. All right? Usher is always just is looking to me like he didn't grow up. He's the one that said online that they used to play tickle feet on the covers. He said that. The Diddler said they used to have pillow fights before eating Frosted Flakes. They said that. He said that Puffy had him in the house with a lot of grown women running around. He was young. So Usher told me he been getting Usher, man. All I know is Usher was getting something way before me and having a lot of fun. So I look at it like this. Usher just weird now. He's just weird. He's weird. Guys, if you made a payout for what he made a payout for, all I'm saying is the last thing he should be doing is serenading. Usher should have been changed into a gospel singer by now. Don't that make sense, y'all, if Usher would have just started doing gospel? And a lot of y'all know y'all probably would like Usher doing gospel. He might well just do gospel. See, I told you they want to change their ways. If you are known, look, Usher, R&B is now considered rubbing booties, very freaky and nasty. So if you were smart, you wouldn't want to be affiliated with R&B no more. You should have been winning the gospel, Usher. And I think you'd have did better. You still could sing and dance, and you could just wear suits. You don't need to be taking no clothes off. And you're the main one that has, you should be really, really trying to take people's mind away from all this freaky stuff because of all your uncles. It's not your fault, Usher. You was taught this stuff, all right? Russell, Puffy, Andre Harrell, L.A. Reid, Jermaine Dupri. See, you taught this stuff, bro. So you need to change your ways. Usher, just start doing gospel, please. Start doing gospel, sir. I think you might be bigger than ever right now. Just other than that, Usher, you ain't never coming back. You on tour with Chris Brown. What is the name of their tour? What do we call their tour? The Bumps and Bruises tour. The Bumps and Bruises tour. All right? Pick one. Bumps and Bruises. That's what they said. All right? Usher, Bumps, Bumpy Johnson, Chris Brown, Bruises. The Bumps and Bruises tour. That's the joke of the whole thing. All right. We've been to about the Bumps and Bruises tour. We just ain't been covering it because that's how horrible it is. All right. The Bumps and Bruises tour is so horrible. All right. Jay-Z got more attention to them in 3 days. And they've been on tour since May. All right. Nobody cared about the Bumps and Bruises tour. The Bumps and Bruises tour has been going on ever since the Michael Jackson movie first came out. Get it? So nobody cares about the Bumps and Bruises tour with Usher and Chris Brown. All right. Because you're going to get that. And honestly, that's what this concert for, all right? Domestic violence victims and people that always had to go to the health clinic. That's really the main ones at that concert. Because if you had the same thing Usher had, you don't see nothing with this, all right? If you a woman beater or you a woman that gets abused and you like it, you're going to go see Chris Brown, all right? Because I think some people like abuse as long as he got a pretty face. Let's go. Let's go, y'all. All right, I didn't do this, man. I don't do none of this stuff. I wanted to show y'all how much they be on your boy Hov. They be so far up. They caught, word is they caught Jay-Z slipping with a drone. Yes, word is they zoomed in with a drone. Satellite. Something like that. This is to show you how the hell did somebody see this? These are the things I ask when I be telling y'all, from my opinion, the power of this internet. I swear, how did somebody spot this? But I also said, y'all, everybody ain't watching on phones. I ain't see this stuff at all. Now let's look again. How the hell did somebody see that? Somebody zoomed in on Jay-Z head from Google Earth. What was this all about? Somebody was trying to debunk the whole wig situation. Somebody was trying to say, remember all those rumors about wigs and pieces? Well, where it is, somebody got a Google satellite, a Google Earth, and try to catch Jay-Z head, man. I don't even know. Guys, when I told you that they are so far on this man, man, it's starting to look like Jay-Z on house arrest too. It's starting to look like he on house arrest. He ain't never been in the Hamptons that long. All right. And I figured something else too. It looked to me like, not saying Jay-Z, but I think they brought out them big ass baggy pants at the bottom for everybody that's on house arrest, y'all. So I forgot. Think about it, y'all. You got your regular jeans, you got skinny jeans, straight leg, but if you're a person on house arrest, you probably gonna want to wear baggy jeans at the bottom. And y'all know it's a new money maker off all that house arrest. Yeah, there's money invested in them ankle monitors. But yeah, it's funny. I call them ankle monitor, but check it out. I do believe they brought out a lot of those big baggy pants again because there is a lot of people on house arrest. Not saying Jay-Z on house arrest, but he's starting to look like he on house arrest. Yeah, he is. And my whole thing is this. How the hell did they see that man head, y'all? I'm on a laptop right now. I ain't see that man head. I did not see that man head. But I wanted you to see how much they are on his. They on him. Every little step he take, they on him. I told you, man. It's the young generation, y'all. It ain't us. It's the young generation. I'm talking about young. They bald TikTokers, Drake fans, academic fans, Nickiminaj fans. Guys, this is why they've been saying the jig is up. And they saying it's literally been a cover-up. It's been a lot of cover-ups. Yeah. And it's being said that his generation is trying to protect him. Yeah, man. So there you got it, man. Now, mind you, y'all, it's nothing wrong with this. That, even at his age, his hair's still straight. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But this ain't about that. This is about all that wig talk. That's about. So I don't know. Now, maybe when Beyonce cut his hair, she messed up. I'll give you a little pass, ho. Meanwhile, bro, they on your ass. What's up? Who up in here? What's up, PJ? What's up, Yo, I don't know why. I think a lot of people don't want to go bald because they think people gonna try to say they trying to be like Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I think LeBron didn't want to go bald because he didn't want people to say he trying to be like Jordan. That's just what I think, y'all. I think some people been fighting that bald head. I really believe that, man. They've been fighting that bald head for a couple years now, man. So, I didn't do this, y'all. This is to show you how petty they getting. And you already know if you're on the phone or you on damn near any device, you ain't gonna see that. I think they literally use Google Earth to Google his head. All right, y'all. There you got it. There you have it. So all this was about the whole wig shenanigans, the dread shenanigan, the afro shenanigan, all these whatever. This is the end result. So like I said before, right? Everybody gets their run. You can do a whole lot. You can get your claim to fame. You can post 1,000 pictures, 1,000 bloggers can say your name. You can post this. You can do all that. But after that, people gonna start back digging, and then they gonna start coming up with all. That's how it works. It's people that know how to rewind the internet, rewind it, go back into it, like real research at a college, and break it down, and then catch some stuff and find this out, discoveries. Yeah, you forgot a lot of nerds on here, stuff like that. There's a lot of college dropouts on here, so they know stuff we don't know. And there's some people that's good with research that's supposed to be lawyers, but they became failures. So my point is, a lot of smart people be on here, like I said, and they be the main ones trying to figure all this stuff out. Because once again, I went into this the other day. We are now in the world of high IQ and low IQ. Hip-hop rap is based on tricking people with low IQs. All right? Hip-hop music is based on tricking people with low IQs, and that's all it's about. So, being that people got high IQ, they the ones figuring all this stuff out. So that's how it works. See, you're going to trick all the low IQ people at first, but then the high IQ people are going to start doing research. That's just what happens, man. So I'm just showing you. See that low IQ? That's hip-hoppers at the bottom. All right? Now, all I'm saying is that's what hip-hop culture is. Right? They believe anything. You can say anything. Here you got it, man. Here go for you hip-hop culture people. So you know what this means? Let's say if he did spend a lot of money. Let's say if they did take a lot of pictures to convince the fans that whatever whatever narrative they wanted to stick. Let's just say they put a lot of time and energy into those narratives. But when it's all said and done, you see this picture, right? And it ain't what we did. He did it to himself. He the one came outside with no hat on. I didn't do this, y'all. This is the stuff circulating on the internet. That's all I show you what's already circulating. Let's go. Drake blocks Future from a new #1 hit on multi-charts. So once again, this is reality, y'all. Drake been on the chart #1 for weeks. So y'all all able to see the block out. Supposed to be about music. Now a lot of y'all see you don't have no music. If it's not certain people, you don't have no music. If it's not the old heads, you don't have nothing. Because according to the old heads, nobody else has no new music out. See, nobody does. So this is the end result. No music, y'all. Meaning you have to listen to music on your own. And I'm gonna say this. This also what I noticed. No, it's a lot of in the closet Drake fans. I know what's happening. Remember, everybody said Drake's career was over. Everybody said Drake flopped. It's impossible to do all this. You can't buy this charts like that. You can't buy all this stuff. See, what's happening is it's a lot of in the closet Drake fans. Meaning the people that was against him, a lot of them went back to listening to Drake. Because these are the facts. If you a person that really like music, there's certain things you're not going to duck. So it's going to be a lot of people, whether they like one song on that album, whatever it is, it's going to be a lot of people pumping Drake, playing them, and acting like they ain't listening to him. Because he's getting these streams. He's getting these charts. He's on these charts. Get it? He's in the club. Get it? So you ain't going to be this guy that go to the club, and when the whole club rocking to these new songs, you going to sit there in front like you ain't. No, y'all. It's all the media cover up with Drake. That's it. The media in this country, in the urban department, they are not allowed to post Drake's success like that. Yet alone talk about it. But you, like I always tell you, you're going to see energy of everybody else. Hey, they even got energy for the freaky, nasty stuff Usher do. They'll promote Usher. Hey, even though Usher ain't doing nothing, you'll see this all in your timeline, a straight loser. A straight loser. Then the people that's winning, you ain't going to know. They ain't going to talk about them. Both of these guys on the chart right now. Future's the main guy from Atlanta, not Usher. But they're going to keep talking about Usher. I told you. This is what the older generation has become. This is why people want them to just get out of here and nobody respect them. And these are the things I was speaking about. This generation, the old heads, have tried their best to smother y'all whole generation, keep y'all so suppressed, turn y'all against each other, because in reality, Drake and Kendrick was supposed to never be beefing. Period. You got your proof right here. All right? You been knew Drake and Future was cool. Then you seen when Future and Kendrick make music, they make good music. Now look at all three of them could have been making music together. Kendrick, Drake, and Future. See? But somebody used them to beef with each other. Somebody used Kendrick to beef. And then somebody used Kendrick to piss off Lil Wayne fans. Somebody used Kendrick to get all these damn enemies for no reason. Meanwhile, Kendrick could have been making, they never had a purpose to beef, man. All right? It was just to turn their ass against each other. That's all it was. And to break up the fans. Make the fans choose. Start a civil war amongst the fans. See, hip-hop rap culture is for the fans. But somebody created a civil war. See, when somebody realized they can't win at the game and somebody understood that they're not the favorite, they always kept these civil wars going. You want to know a civil war? Let me tell you some civil wars. Kendrick versus Drake. Everybody versus Kanye. Megan versus Nicki. All these civil wars. See that? Break up the fans. Break up the fans. See? All these civil wars. Y'all told you. You got put in the world, you got to pick and choose. Meanwhile, this is why you don't have no more music. It was controlled through adversaries. It was controlled through beefing and putting attention on everybody that doesn't have talent. And putting attention on everybody that is not on top of the charts. And put attention on everybody that do not sell out arenas. That's all this stuff been about. See what I try to tell y'all? You'll see Usher go viral for this, right? But nobody spoke about Kanye selling out the marinas. See? So I told you they're all exposed. They're all showing that the fact that they've been trying to keep has-beens relevant is the reason why this game crashes every single day. And the public, they have chosen sides, and it's also at a point where the public don't even know who's winning for real. You know, the public don't even know who's a real celebrity no more. They don't even know who's on the charts. They don't even know who got the #1 songs. See, they don't know nothing no more. But the truth is, for people that are still young and still in tune, they know what's going on. Social media got turned into a nursing home. Yeah. Social media, all these apps, especially YouTube, it got turned into that AAR piece. It got turned into something else. Yeah. Yeah, it got taken over by a lot of Blue Cross Blue Shield members. That's what happened, y'all. Straight up, a lot of Blue Cross Blue Shield members. That's what happened. So my point is, the people that's really winning, see, he's in the house now. Nothing else to see here. Nothing else going on. No more music, no more nothing. It's quiet. How it get so quiet? How did it get so quiet? Oh, the fact is, it was really Drake's summer anyway. So to prove it, he been topping the charts 9 weeks straight to prove that Drake had the whole summer, period, on the charts, on the radio, the real hits. Now, Future came out. He's on the charts. Let's go. Janice, Shut the F Up. The biggest hit from Drake's Iceman holds at #1 on both rosters. The two rankings focus on the most streamed songs in America within their respective fields, with the first covering both R&B and hip-hop, and the second narrowing its focus to rap. Drake's smash has now led both for 9 weeks and has yet to vacate the summit after debuting in the spot 9 frames ago. So there you got it. 9 weeks straight. Told you they've been trying to stop Drake, trying to cover him up, but it's even with Young Miami. Young Miami is still topping the charts too. Yeah. So everybody that's relevant, they don't exist. Now you got it that all these washed up platforms, they kept making about one person for, the whole summer. From May, June, July. Now it's going on August. Now look at the game. Where's that? Well, I guess we got to wait for Hov to do something again. Got it? Meanwhile, all of that was nothing but a Yankee event and a bunch of old music. It was cool, though. It was cool. It was cool. But what I'm telling you is, it did not push the culture forward. All right, so let's just go. And it would have been better if he had a new hit. He should have featured on that song with Rick Ross or something. Now I want to show you what I said. Travis Scott inks a deal with Paramount. Teases new album influences. Bingo. If they not sign a new contract, they don't have no career. If they not getting money from a big corporation, they not celebrities no more. So Travis Scott is a good example I like to show. He don't play online. He don't be blogged about a lot. They don't talk about him neither. I don't think he cares. He going to win regardless. He going to sell out arenas. He got his own fan base. He's a rock star. So I showed you that with Kanye. This is the truth. Everybody with a real fan base don't have nothing to worry about. I mean, even down to Usher, all right? I can joke on Usher all day, but he got his own fan base. And I think a lot of them stay at clinics. But he got his own fan base. So I tell you, we at a time now where certain entertainers are only going to survive off their real fan base. Nobody extras coming to see them. They're not popular no more. It is no different from every year when Earth, Wind, and Fire come to your city, they real fan base going to come see them. Get it? Y'all know how right now in your city, okay, every now and then the older celebrity comes through. It don't matter who they are. It could be a comedian. They could be famous from the 90s, the 2000s. But if that person got a fan base, people going to come see him. That's just how it is. So only thing happened is for the older generation, it's the same way. Like, they're not relevant no more. It's not about them. And they should just be focused on their real fan base. That's okay. But see, this man wanted to focus on world domination. That's the only reason why he's so-called, getting a lot of smoke. Because he want to still claim world domination. But he's not on that level no more, meaning he had his time already. World domination is for the new generation. The Weeknd, Bad Bunny, Future. No. So what I'm saying is this. You got the facts. Travis Scott got his own fan base. So this is all you have to know. It's very simple. You're not going to get a deal with Paramount unless they feel like you're going to generate some money. And Travis Scott generates money. He was just on that last concert Kanye did, meaning that concert Kanye did with the 80,000, whatever, 100, whatever they want to say, he was there too. So they have fans, whether they got out, whatever, it don't matter. Travis Scott got real fans, but they blocked him out. They made sure they blocked him out too. So everybody that became bigger than Diddy and all of them, at one time, somehow they try to silence them. Yeah, Travis Scott, meaning they're silenced in the media. They silenced. They'll talk about USHER every day. They'll talk about Ray J every day. They'll talk about Blueface every day, but they're not going to talk about Travis Scott. All right? So I want to try to see how the game is played out. The people that are actually winning are not spoken about, and they talk about everybody else that's losing. This is the game of picking and choosing. But it crashes the algorithm. When you keep talking about people that's not relevant, it crashes the algorithm. This is why everything is going downhill. When videos and things start trending, it's because everybody's hot. There's a difference. That's why the internet was jumping before. Everybody's name was hot. A lot of names were hot. They were actually popping off, doing stuff. But when their names die in reality, it don't matter how many times you post their name, they're not going nowhere. So that's what happened. The game is at a standstill. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you, Elaine. The game is at a standstill, y'all, because these are the things I spoke about. They monopolize the game so much, now they playing by themselves. All right? When you and your friends play Monopoly, right? We all playing with real money now. But see, what happened is you and your friends kept cheating so much, I left the game. I don't even want to play no more. So now y'all all playing by yourself. That's what they did to this game. They did so much to cheat, scam, end careers. Whatever they did, now it's just them watching themselves. Like I said, on every platform, it's just them. That's why now they just talking about each other. They just going to each other's shows. Tell you, they all exposed, y'all. They all watching each other on YouTube. They all sitting on each other's platform. They all talking about each other. But meanwhile, they all stuck together because it shows that the people that wanted to monopolize the game, they now playing with themselves. That's all it is. But the people that say, I don't care about Monopoly, y'all don't want to play that, who cares? Who cares what y'all got going on? See, we know the truth. People that know the truth, they the ones circling his hair. Like, man, they full of crap. These are also the people that's down with Kaepernick. They was trying to say Kaepernick got a real afro. What else we ain't look at? Maybe when he wore that afro, he was trying to troll Colin Kaepernick too. Who knows? It is said the people that's upset about the Target situation, they did this. They targeted his hairline. All right? So, for anybody that had any questions about the wig, here you got it. And all I want to know is how the hell they do this. I'm going to assume that was a woman. I don't know who did that, man. All I know, it looked like they Google Earthed his head. I don't even know how somebody saw that. So every little step Jay-Z take, they on him, man. That's it. He said those little freestyles. He said what he said, but now, y'all, they want revenge. All right? So once again, we got to talk about it. I don't really care about it, but it's reality, all right? Ryanclark, all right, he got a lot of cards in his wallet. He got a lot of cards, Visa, MasterCard. Which card you think he went in his wallet to try to pull out? You know, after the smoke clear, Ryanclark goes into sympathy. He know a lot of y'all don't watch TV. He know a lot of y'all don't watch ESPN. So Ryanclark assumes that a lot of y'all didn't watch TV and you didn't see him snapping on people. And you didn't see him grandstanding. And you didn't see him being arrogant. You didn't see him disrespecting people, talking about, you don't play football. I played in Steelers. I was in those locker rooms. You don't know nothing about football. You didn't see him talk to people like that. You didn't see him on that TV acting like he the man. Like he was going to be the next Stephen A. You ain't see it. Because if you saw that, you would know Ryan Clark is full of crap. Period. Now, no, I told you it's called when reality set in and you realize you ain't got no job. That's what that is. Realize, damn, Monday, I ain't got no job Monday. Let's go. Guys, Ryan Clark tried to use the black card. Here we go. You try to pull the black card. Here we go. What's the word, family? They only pull out that card when they're in some trouble. Or what else? Or they want to work people up to get behind them. All right, let's go. LSU legend Ryan Clark says he was fired by ESPN. I couldn't be too black. All right. Just to slow it down to show you all the crap I say. Because it takes about 6 months to a year for people to catch up. No disrespect, but it's true. When I said they gonna be off that TV with all that blackity black talk. Remember when I said that? All that blackity blackness. Hey, Stephen, all that hey, talking over people during a commercial break, just doing too much. I told you all that stuff was gonna be off TV, which I coined that chitlin behavior. Here you got it. He's admitting it. He's admitting it. I couldn't be too black. No. Guys, family, please listen to me. High IQ, low IQ people. They kept thinking they talking to low IQ people. They think people like me and you watch TV to see them act stupid, y'all. They kept thinking that we want to see Shannon Sharp with cigars and Black and Miles and do-rags. They kept thinking that they have to act a certain way to get the viewership, which would be coined acting hood, acting street, acting ignorant. That's what they thought. So they would keep it going. He would keep doing it. They would keep doing this stuff. And I was telling y'all they making fools of themselves. What did I say, family? I tried to give understanding. We are in a time where you must be diverse. For those who don't get it, it's understanding it is many different people watching. Many different viewership. You won't get it through your head. Do I have to check off the list of names of nationalities that watch sports, that love sports too? Duh. When you watch the Olympics, don't damn near every country got a team, a basketball team? Does not the NFL now play in other countries? Facts. NFL plays in other countries now, which means they have more fans. Guys, we have many people that love the stuff we love, and that's called the viewership, so you can't be one way. When you start doing this chitlin circuit stuff, people going to start leaving. They're not with all that. I want to see this. That's what I was doing. And I understood. It's a train wreck. I've been knew this, and I've been telling y'all. They're going to be off TV because of their behavior. Also, it ties in with their biasness. I'm going to tell you guys, them sticking up for Deion Sanders, them sticking up for LeBron James. I'm talking about Deion Sanders never could do nothing wrong. LeBron can never do nothing wrong. Meanwhile, they bash everybody else. They be on there saying, he should be fired. He should be fired. He should be traded. They were doing favoritism for years and years. They were shielding Coach Prime. That's why Coach Prime was in with the media before all this stuff took place. See, Deion Sanders coached at a college, a community college, right? But being that Deion Sanders was cool, no, Deion Sanders was tied in with Jackson State. We're going to get to him. See, he didn't have no real coaching experience. He was coaching high school. He used the HBCU for a resume, but he had all his black friends in media that bigged him up every day, and his friends in media created the big Coach Prime aura. Y'all got it? Which was able to help Deion get all his money. See, he didn't have no real clout in coaching, but he created the Coach Prime persona, and they all was behind it, y'all. Like, these are the things I knew. And this is when I tell you Deion couldn't do no bad. They were the ones on TV saying, Shador going first. Shador going first. Shador's great. Why? And then when Shador didn't go first, they had a lot of lip. They were talking junk. But they would try. You know when you repeat something become a lie? They the ones kept saying, Shador going number one. Shador going number one. Meanwhile, if you saw those games, if you actually saw college like me, you would know it's full of crap. Why? Okay, Shador Sanders had good games, but they didn't play no real big top colleges. Then another part of Shador Sanders' success was Travis Hunter. But nobody wanted to accept Travis Hunter got drafted before Shador Because the NFL ain't stupid. They know, Shador, you good, but Travis Hunter made you look real good. Shador, you good, but y'all played against bum-ass teams. Y'all ain't blow out Alabama. Y'all ain't blow out Notre Dame. Y'all ain't blow out a lot of teams. It was hype. It was hype. So I was telling you, the media was in on it. Because Deion and them had it planned to get those 50 million, get those millions. So think about it. Deion worked. He used the black colleges for a culture experience, leaves them to get more money. But Deion's in with all the media. So I know for a fact, Ryan Clark, Shannon Sharp, they the main ones. When they were big on TV, they were bigging up Deion, making excuses. They were doing a lot of stuff, y'all. Then you're going to see when Deion started losing, y'all, they all got quiet. But meanwhile, Ryan Clark was behind it, and I wanted y'all to get, they had a chitlin circuit going. And I was telling y'all that chitlin circuit going to be over. It's called a brotherhood. It's called, they were monopolizing media. You think you're going to get these corporate jobs, and you guys think you're going to say and do what you want for your friends, and you think y'all friend connections help you get another check. Let me give you a clear. When Ryan Clark can have all these interviews, and he can be cool with Deion see, when it comes to those meetings, it becomes leverage. Okay, Ryan Clark, he's cool with Deion, he's cool with Stephen A., he's cool with Shannon, he's cool. You see what I'm saying? Leverage. The brotherhood was used as leverage. That's the same thing in the entertainment game. They were using this brotherhood as leverage. It all ties into that black excellence. But when you look at it, it's really like a little, like, it's like they're trying to monopolize off the corporation. See? So my point is, the fact that they were ex-football players and champions, they thought that they was going to be able to just keep having their way and saying whatever they want. So here you got it right here. Ryan Clark admits right here, he couldn't be too black. Now, guys, what is too black? No, it ain't no too black, y'all. He was being a racist. He keep picking sides. He keep going against this one. He keep going up against that one. Guys, your job is not a place to be too nothing. Can y'all please get that through your head? Your whole house can have red, black, and green flags. You can have Afro pick, dashikis. It don't matter. You can have a whole library full of conscious books. That's not for your job. Can y'all please get that through your head? So it don't matter what job you at. It shows you they are delusional. When you're on national TV and you're trying to be too, you're supposed to just break down sports, guys. So I wanted y'all to see this why they got in trouble. Instead of just dealing with analytics, breaking down the game, showing, meaning, Ryan Clark, when we tap into your show, from a child in the first grade to a woman that never watched sports should be able to get it clear when they watch you. If you talking about the game from last night, you should be giving that game so good and clear. We got it. Man, he broke that down. Meaning, that's your job, guy. Your job is to talk sports. Your field is football, that's it. But they started doing all this other stuff. Shenanigans. So you see it right here, I couldn't be too black. No, that's him trying to use the black card. And when he say too black, y'all, you know what he really saying? Acting ignorant. He was acting ignorant on that. He was acting ignorant, boisterous, and arrogant. So that's why they say he got buck broke. Now check it out. Now let's go to Deion. You know why he wear Depends? Because he full of crap. That's the joke on Deion. They made him wear Depends because he full of it. How much hate there is in our country. How much hate there is in our country. That's what Deion said. Deion Sanders faces backlash for pitching a new show with Ryan Clark and Cam Newton. See that? Bingo. Deion Sanders wanted to do a show with Ryan Clark and Cam Newton, but now I can give y'all the clarity of what I said all this time. Cam Newton and Ryan Clark were the ones behind Deion. They had a chitlin circuit. He had Cam Newton behind him, Ryan Clark, Shannon Sharp. Their job was to protect Deion's failures and big up Shador. Big up Shador to be great. You're going to see they thought they had that brand legacy coming out. They thought they was going to get rich. The purpose of Shador coming out 5th round was so they merch would flop, and you ain't seen Deion pushing that merch since. They thought they was going to take over and finesse the NFL, y'all, but it blew up in their face. And what else y'all better get is the NFL and ESPN is in a deal. So really the NFL could have said, get his ass out of here as well. All right? And like people said, Deion, don't worry about it. Now let me show y'all something right here. This is why I say, like, they some miserable people. Their reality is something else. Let me show you right here how much hate there is in our country. And I'm going to just tell any one of y'all, right? If anybody thinks there's a lot of hate in this country, it's because you've been watching like the internet too much. When you go outside, it ain't no hate. In reality, it ain't no hate. You know what's going on in reality? People don't care. In reality, people just worried about themselves. So, tell y'all, man, all this online shenanigans played out. Deion, the reason why you're getting paid for Depends, because you're full of it, bro. This is a joke on you. And you wasn't so proud of this deal. You was proud of every other deal, the Nike hat, the cowboy hat. But this, Deion, just know every time I see this commercial, I bust out laughing. Because you actually try to make wearing diapers cool. You know, I used to be ashamed of wearing Pampers. But now I got these. When I'm on the field coaching and sometimes I can't make it, I'm now protected. See, every time I see that, I laugh. And I told you again, you assume that people don't watch TV and you think people don't see this commercial. Deion, you need to be quiet, bro. Because you know what they're saying about you? You talking about how much hate there is in this country. No, you spreading hate, brother. This is what they saying about you. Deion, you better fix Colorado or his ass getting fired too. I've been telling y'all this for a minute. His ass getting fired next. He will not fulfill out that contract. Deion, the joke on you is you are for Depends because you are full of crap. All right? This is the truth. Everybody knowing you. Last year, you had a failing season. I bet you I can pull up right now. Ryanclark did not tell the truth about this failing season. Deion had the worst season, 3-9 last year. You're going to see Ryanclark, Shannon Sharpe, Cam Newton. Nobody cooked Deion. That is why they're fired, guys. Picking and choosing. Not being fair media. Got it? And monopolizing corporate America for the black opinion. They make us hate them. Boom. There you go. Told you they make. So this is what they telling Deion. No, Deion, it ain't hate in this country. They saying you make people hate you. The stuff y'all do and say make people don't like y'all. Like I always tell you. There you got it, man. So Deion, no, the joke on you is you're full of crap. That's why you fashion Depends. You, all your friends, all your homeboys. What did he say? He's saying now him, Cam Newton, and Ryanclark need to start a show. Sounds right, because y'all, you about to get fired too, sir. All right, top of the time, body that's up. See, back in the day, I was fast. But now, I'm not that fast getting to that bathroom. So, ain't nothing wrong with wearing Depends. It's okay. I'm Deion. I wear them too. I'm still cool too. It's all in the commercial, y'all. Every time that commercial come on, I bust out laughing. Every time. I like, yo, this Deion, he is trying his best to make this commercial so cool, but he know he's embarrassed. Deion, you don't got a Nike commercial on TV? No, Depends. All right? Because the word is, bro, you wear Depends. Ain't nothing wrong with that, though. I'm just saying. Pipe it down, Deion. The word is this, Deion. All you to worry about is this. They said Deion better fix Colorado or his ass is getting fired too. All right? That's it, Deion. So you're going to be a permanent podcast as well. All right, let's move on, y'all. Let's go. Philly. It is said that LeBron can get free Philly cheesesteaks for life. Y'all, I'm going to tell you right now, this NBA year gonna be hilarious. They putting false rumors about a super team. No, it's gonna be a blooper team. Remember what I told you? It's gonna be a blooper team. I'm gonna make my predictions. LeBron James and Joel Embiid gonna start beefing. Joel Embiid don't bite his tongue. I'm gonna say Joel Embiid gonna start trashing LeBron. They ain't gonna get along, y'all. It's gonna be hilarious because I know Jaylen Brown mentality. I know LeBron. I know Joel Embiid. No, it's gonna be a nice show. It's gonna be very entertaining, y'all. It's gonna be about them ticket sales. Philly got a new stadium. But this season, y'all, you watch. The shenanigans is going to be hilarious. Watch what I tell you. Huh? You know what happened when LeBron go to a team? And then what's going to happen is them Philly fans going to turn on his ass. Yo, the Laker fans happy. They've been celebrating. They glad LeBron gone. Philly, oh, man, they ain't winning nothing. Watch the show this year, y'all. Watch the show. He about to ruin the Sixers. Guess what, y'all? They say this how some people knew exactly where LeBron was going to. They say the code was in his hair. Yeah. So some people that bet on what team LeBron going to, I told you people do real analytics now. The people that did real analytics or homework, they use this to make a wise decision to back their bet that LeBron going to Philly. And some people won. Yep, off this alone. Sunroof open so I can feel the wind blow. I don't give a damn if it cracks my back window. All right? So, Philly, watch for the circus this summer. Watch for the circus this year, y'all. It's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious. Y'all, guys, if he couldn't do nothing with the Lakers, what made you think he's going to do something with Philly? I cannot believe they perpetrated a fraud. Who else did that on TV? Ryan Clark, Shannon Sharp. All the black men on TV blame Luka Doncic, try to say he was trash. When Luka Doncic has been to the championship way more recent than LeBron James. They tried to make it like LeBron was playing with a bum. Luka averaged the highest scoring this year. Not only that, Luka Doncic has been to the championship more recent than LeBron James. And they played the narrative and spent it that Luka Doncic, he's a bum. LeBron can't win with them. Told you, man, they full of crap, man. Luka Doncic made it to the championship without LeBron. So what are y'all talking about? Bingo. All right? Bingo. Remember when they told you somebody loved basketball? What we know around here, y'all? Don't say nothing. You ain't got to say a word. I'll give you a clue. Steph Curry, Draymond Green, LeBron James. All right? Bingo. I told you they got their own people, man. They ain't who you think they are. Diddy prison fight. Man, I ain't feel like talking about this the other day. I don't take nothing serious that happened at Fort Dix. Meanwhile, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know if Diddy got knocked out. I don't know if he knocked somebody's ass out. I don't know. I don't know if they was fighting over honey buns or real honey buns. Who knows, man? But I do know in prison reform, I do know if two men get married in prison, they get out earlier. I do know that much. If a man is inside, he marries a man outside, he comes home faster. Yes, one day I will talk about the prison program that just went down. Yes, that's what it was called. Yep, prison reform. Men come home early, they get married to a man. In jail or out of jail. Like, it's like back in the day, bro. Remember, if you was married in jail to a woman and you can prove she got a house ready for you, yeah, the same thing happened just now. Tell you it's the reason why all these men started getting out early. Yeah, it's the reason why. It's the reason why all these gangsters and criminals and street guys, you know, it's the reason why a lot of them got out early, y'all. I'll tell you that in certain programs. A lot of them are, yeah. A lot of them had situations set up when they came home. See, you can come home early if you can prove that you're going to get married and your lover's waiting for you outside and he has a home and a cat and everything is okay, you can go home. And that's what happened, man. All right? A lot of these dudes ought to come home early, man. Yeah, it became a scheme and a gimmick. Get it? It was just a gimmick for some dudes used to come home, but it's the truth. Yes, it is. Yes, I told you what happened. A lot of dudes came home early, went in there, got on meds, and got married. Came home early. Got their nice little privileges and set up programs. Yes. Especially in New York. Yes. So, y'all, we don't know what Diddy was doing in jail. We already got rumors of him trying to get drunk. Meanwhile, let's get to this right here, man. Let's just go. All right. Exclusive federal judge lets freak off workers $20 million trafficking claims against Diddy move. So, you heard about him. What's up, Smoke Dog? You heard about him getting a lot of stuff thrown out. What's up, Luxury Bucket List? You heard about him getting a lot of stuff thrown out. This particular case is not getting thrown out. So this particular case, the judge is going forward with it. And it's the case with him and Cassie, with this guy right here. Think his name Clayton Howard? No, I'm going to say that was Diddy's toy. I'm going to say he was their boyfriend, guys. The fact that he was around for a decade and the fact that Diddy was comfortable with him and Cassie all that time, I'm going to say he was the boyfriend. What else we get? Around here, from us watching this all these years, we assume that Diddy prefers brown-skinned men, all right? I'm not going to keep saying it. Who cares what that man like? But it is a pattern of brown-skinned men whenever it's an allegation against him. Lil Rod, get it? Mace. Brown skin. He was a toy, y'all. Because he said he was traffic held in rooms. So when somebody might take you to Miami and say, I'll be back, and you can't leave, trafficking. Somebody got you where you don't know where you're at, and you're doing all this freaky stuff, and you say, I'm ready to go home. And you can't. That's trafficking. Get it? So the judge is allegedly, now he allegedly has something against Cassie. That allegedly got thrown out. But don't forget, within this conversation, everybody kept skipping the S to the T, not SWV, S, T, T, D, D, the D, I, S, T, okay? Y'all, I knew y'all were the stories of urination and mouthpieces and all this. I don't want to talk this filth. But see, I'm going to say I think he was their boyfriend anyway, both of their boyfriend, period. He was around a long time. And if you're a regular, it's like a real relationship. If you and somebody always having sex, y'all might not be together, but y'all had sex together so long. Y'all been having sex for 5 years, man. Y'all in a relationship one way or another. Well, if it's a creep relationship, it's a every Friday we meet at the hotel relationship, y'all in some relationship. So I also know this guy was Diddy was comfortable with this guy, comfortable. You know, you'll see this guy favors Loon, stuff like that, you know. He looks like Loon a little bit, you know, yeah. Let's go. Clayton Howard, $20 million civil trafficking claims, survive against Diddy while Cassie earns a temporary dismissal. So the stuff he had on Cassie, when he tried to say Cassie had him doing stuff, that's getting thrown out. But the allegations against him, against Diddy, that's sticking. So you heard about all the lawsuits he had. Well, this one right here, the judge said they going forward. So check it out. Diddy took a fresh legal blow as a federal judge ruled his former freak-off workers' trafficking claims are strong enough to survive. Right here, his former freak-off workers. These are all code words, see? Freak-off workers. No, his I'm gonna say his boyfriends. Disguised as sex workers. The men he take care of. The men that get in his bed that he take care of. That's all it is. All right? So, see, and I can tell something. The reason why he going hard, because he know. You see, these are the things we spoke about. When you're a person that been around rich people, you've been around rich people, but now that money ain't there no more. They don't call you no more. So when Diddy got locked up, that also means anybody that was his regulars, they ain't getting paid no more. And he claims he had a construction company. How we know his construction company didn't come from the money Diddy gave him. Now he talking about he broke. Now he want to cry the Rockman Blues. Why? Because he ain't making no more money as a stripper. Let's go. And like I've been assumed, I'm like, people throw it off the whole thing because it's really about men. In my opinion, he was really trafficking those men. That's what the baby all and all those toys was about. It was about those male dancers. And a lot of lawsuits was from men. So I know what's up. A lot of men got abused. Because they played a lot of people. So the abuse is not just physical abuse, it's the abuse of them playing people. Got people doing all this stuff, ain't paying people accordingly, you know what I'm saying? Got people doing all this extra stuff, nasty, filthy stuff, playing people like that. Abusing people, you know what I'm saying, y'all? So he was around for decades. Here you go. So what's going to make a rich man keep dealing with the same man all that time? Because he was comfortable with him. So let's go. He claims the scheme ran close to a decade. So he's saying Cassie and Diddy was running schemes on him, basically taking advantage of him, taking him out of town against his will, making him do a whole bunch of stuff. Because remember, you might meet somebody in your city, y'all get down and freaky. But it's another thing when a couple take your ass out of town and freaking off with you in hotels and all over the place and having fun. They drunk and high doing extra stuff and all this. You know what I'm saying, y'all? Man, don't tell them what they had them doing. But here you got it. You know it was comfortability because he was around for damn near a decade. That's how you know, y'all. All right? Ran close to a decade with him, being put on drugs, isolated in a hotel suite, and flown city to city. That's the trafficking. Flown city to city on Diddy's tab. The judge ruled those facts sufficient to keep the fact. Okay, so Diddy in L.A., he want to see him. He flying to L.A. Diddy want in Miami. He flying to Miami. We in Atlanta. Come on. Flying his ass everywhere, having fun with him. See what I'm saying? And he looks broke. No, he just realized ain't no more flights. Ain't no more checks. Ain't no more checks. But just know, this particular case is going forward. That's why the secret code is, if you pay attention, the allegations is not on woman abuse. Cassie was the throw-off. That's the only woman allegedly he abused, and she got paid out. But the other lawsuits, the story, the news, it was about men. And the evidence came out his house. Allegedly. That was the cover-up. The cover-up was that he allegedly was abusing certain men. That is the stories of so many stories. They just been playing with stories. Daphne Joy stories. Meat getting put, man, Diddy meet little, all this funny stuff. No, ain't about all that. It's about all the stuff Diddy was doing, watching. Always all these stories of him watching who, man? Stories of Little Rod, what? Getting groped. Where the woman stories at? When they say we don't believe you, you need more people, where all the woman abuse stories at? No, y'all. He got a lot of them stories thrown out from them men. And my point is this. This particular man's story is going forward. All right, that's it. So the allegations, everything are meaning. Like I said, it's all about his behavior. His behavior already came out. So meanwhile, ever since the behavior came out, everybody knows exactly what rap culture is about. So that's why I said, after last summer, this game was already over. I don't got to see Usher being nasty on stage. I got it very clear Usher's nasty. I got it very clear. Raised by the diddler. But they pick and choose Usher like he better than a diddler. See that? As far as we know, Usher was holding down legs. As far as we know, this same guy suing Diddy, Usher was in the room too. Because that's how I look at them. That dude was around for a decade. All right, man. Usher wants some of that. Send him out. Tell him to come down to Atlanta. Yeah. So, guys, if you still don't get why Usher paid out that money, you just look at this film. You just look at that video on your timeline again. It's a reason why that woman is not too fond of Usher at all. She knows. She knows. Top of the top. Shout out to everybody that's up. So, y'all, they have Google Earth this man's head. Y'all, okay, y'all see petty, right? Is this not petty? Y'all know we spoke about this the other day. I did not see that man's head. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to his head. I was more or less paying attention to the German Shepherd. I mean, the Doberman Pinscher. So you old school, you got an old school Doberman Pinscher. Tear your ass up. I wonder if they got that dog after somebody ran into that fence. But yeah, y'all, Jay-Z starting to look like he on house arrest. Let's go. He been in New York a long. He ain't never been in New York this long. But yeah, y'all, talking about petty mafia. Well, for those who don't get what this is about, they are now saying that all conversations about wigs are now debunked. All right? And I ain't gonna lie, ever since Dame and everybody been joking on camera on teeth, I'm waiting to see him break out with some new teeth. Dave be calling Cameron Fredo. They was in the chat saying Cam do got some big teeth. All right? They don't want to accept it, y'all. They don't want to accept the fact. All right? When they say the jig is up, they say the jig is up now. It ain't me. I want to try to keep seeing how petty people are. I think somebody with a 100-inch screen TV zoomed in on Jay-Z's head. Straight up, they petty, man. Just to prove a petty ass point, somebody used their computer to go to Google Earth and satellite his head. Starlink. This don't make no sense, y'all. And hey, man, he still got good hair for his age. He should have just cut it down a little bit more than that. I told Jay-Z, you ain't gonna trick the people no more, sir. That's all I was telling y'all. You got high IQ people. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all, right? The people with high IQ, this is the new fun they have. They just have fun debunking lies and crap and like BS. That's the new fun. I tell you, that's the new fun. The new fun is watching people struggle to try to stay relevant. So everybody with a high IQ know the truth that everybody's career is over. And we just have fun watching people trying to like fight. That's it. Only the low IQ people believe this stuff. See that? The red, orange, yellow. They the ones eat Lucky Charms. They believe everything Jay-Z do. Because Jay-Z be triggering low IQ people. That's all it is, y'all. Meanwhile, man, it's nerds on here. It was a nerd that spotted that out, but he ain't gonna get no credit. Don't get it twisted, y'all. This already viral, man. All right, it's already out there. I did not do this. I did not do it. I didn't circle it. I didn't do none of it. I said, holy crap, I cannot believe this, man. They will not stop, man. They not letting that wig stuff go. They not letting none of that stuff go. All right, guys, when I said every day, 24/7, they be going in on Jay-Z every day, 24/7. So I'm always going to give you an update. All right? This stuff has to stop, man. All right? Let's go. Let's go. Now, another part of this pattern. This guy won his money. You can tell. He claims Diddy made him lose his business. Check it out. Hold on. The former escort says the fallout destroyed his construction company. Gold standard contract, leaving him with under $100 in assets. No, bro. I'm going to say you was Diddy's little boyfriend. He took care of you, looked out for you. You had a company. It flopped and folded in the pandemic. Your ass went broke, and now you need money. All right, that's it. You ain't no damn escort. You was his goddamn personal boyfriend. Nobody pays an escort for a decade straight. When I'm rich, I get escorts every day, every week. I can have professional escorts on rotation. I'm not going to keep this guy looking like him for a whole year, no decades. He was taking care of his ass. And we know that, hey, man, the rumors is he like dark-skinned men. So, hey, if I was a lawyer prosecutor, I would say, you know, he is dark-skinned. No, this man say he only got $100 in assets. Now, can you now see how this industry, can you now see what it does to men, y'all? That's why I tell you, when you look at hip-hop culture now, right, you're going to see there's a lot of men crying about what somebody did to them. They're going to be crying about where they at, like a hoe. It's always it's men with all these stories about what he did to me. He did this to me. No, they get pimped. Your ass get pimped. That's all that happened. They send you home just like a female with nothing but a pocket of baby wipes and a couple dollars. You want to just get a couple dollars from a rich man, and when you realize that rich man played you, them couple dollars run out, and then y'all gonna start crying. That's all it is. You know? He claims he only got $100 left, y'all. So like I said, what sense does it make if I've been hanging with a billionaire rich man, I let him play with my backside, all right? I'll let his girl take a crap on my face just to have under $100 in the end. Well, he's suing for $20 million, all right? Let's just go, because we got to move on from this. Now, let's get into the pattern of what been happening. Also, don't forget, y'all see Game, man. Life after, all right. You see Game? What is wrong with Game, y'all? Game is out of his mind. Game is out of his mind, y'all. Y'all giving Game a pass because he a rapper. Game was at Versus with gold chains he had on in a picture with Diddy from 2015. Game is breaking right in front of y'all face. He's going out just like Tookie Williams. You also clearly see the Game is turning dark skin. Around here, y'all know the jokes about dark skin Diddy. All right? We know why they turned dark skin. All right? I ain't going to go there right now. Y'all all see Game is turning dark skin, y'all. You ain't got to be smart. If you from the hood, if you from the trailer park, if you from anywhere on a low level, you know when people start getting dark skinned, you know what they doing. All right. Now you know if their lips are dark, it's because they smoke a lot of weed. But if their whole complexion start getting dark and they were light skinned, all right, y'all, game turning dark skinned. We'll leave it at that. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Now, this is the pattern been happening. We spoke about this. Hold up. Before we get to this, because another influencer done passed away, man. Check this out. Celebrities who got arrested at least once. You know, I started looking at this like, I actually think you got to have dirt. I think you got to get arrested to be a celebrity. I literally think as a celebrity, you got to have like some type of dirt. I think that stops you from getting a deal. If your record too clean, you never been in no trouble, I think you can't get a deal like that neither. And I think when you're a celebrity, you gotta get a charge or something. I ain't even know Jamie Foxx. So I'm just showing you. Meaning, this is the stuff people post on them every single day. When people pick and choose, it's other people look at them as all of them are dirty one way or another. All right, so let's move on. Now, it is a trend going on, once again, of influencers passing away. Miss America beauty pageant woman passing away. This is now the third beauty woman that passed away. The woman from Jamaica was the other day, y'all, right? This somebody else. Miss Universe, I think she's from Honduras, a part of Honduras. Confirmed her death and a settlement shared on social media, in a statement shared on social media, expressing condolences to her family. So another beauty pageant woman has passed away. That's 2 in 1 week. Plus influencers have been passing away. Over 2 influencers passed in 1 week. So like I said, I want you to see that this will make it all weird. You see, everybody can be talking about Nolan. That's cool. But you still, meanwhile, you got all these people mysteriously just dying. Let's go. Now, we've been speaking about a lot of people are losing it out here. Y'all make sure y'all safe out here. People losing it. People on meds. People are breaking. People are folding. People are thirsty. People losing. People are definitely losing it, y'all. So check this out. This scene right here is on a train. The person you're looking at to the right is bucket naked. Bucket naked. Got on that train, pulled their pants down and drawers, bucket naked. Straight pipe piper behavior. Get it? Million times spoken. The stereotype on them is they are RAPers. He's on the train acting like he's about to do it to somebody. You see his broad daylight. He strips bucket naked. You'll see this woman running off the train. Running. People on the train, y'all, he just dropped. Guess we start? He drops, get bucket naked, and start twerking. He start doing the Elvis. He start gyrating his hips, bucket naked. So what you watching is this man about to knock him out. Because that man know he on that registry. And if not, he need to be on that registry. He about to knock his ass out, y'all. Because out of nowhere, he come on there and start stripping and twerking. Man, that woman ran. He ran. She ran, y'all. So I want y'all to just see. These are the things that are happening right now as we speak. And a lot of them are y'all family members. So when I spoke about it's a movement and a separation of people going in 2 different directions, here you got it right here. Challenging stereotypes. This woman is speaking about some of the things I've been speaking about, how we don't want to see ghetto-ness get to the back of the line. We don't want to see ghetto-ness. Please get this clear, y'all. It is people that are not with the ghetto ratchet behavior. Meaning, I'm going to tell y'all all this for real. Be ghetto and ratchet as much as you want in your house, in private with your friends. But all that ghetto ratchetness outside and on camera, people not with that no more, y'all. People are charging y'all with desecrating, disintegrating embarrassing and humiliating people as a whole. So you see what she say, challenging stereotypes. We don't want to see all that ghetto-ness. Now I can prove it to y'all through Ryan Clark. When he said ESPN, he couldn't be too black. Too black means ghetto, y'all. So I tell you, they was acting ghetto on purpose, acting ratchet on purpose, acting hood on purpose, acting cool, acting like black stereotype. Now you see when I say they were clowning, cooning, they think that stuff cool. Damn, my brother, that's a fresh ass suit you got on. Hey man, I'm about to go to the crib later on, have a few drinks. All this extra stuff. All this acting like how we talk on the block, y'all. Acting like how we talk in our household. You can talk that as much as you want at home, on the street. You must understand that. That stuff is not cool in public. We can't be at work, start talking all this talk. Yo, bro, I'm about to go out tonight. Yo, that chick last night, she was bad. Yo, I'm about to get fresh. I'm telling you, bro, I'm about to kill it tonight. You can't talk like that at work. But that's what they was doing on national TV. So I'm trying to tell you guys, they didn't respect cameras and they don't understand as many people watching. All people want to do is see how smart you are. This is what I've been telling y'all since 2024 when I said the switch has flipped. We in a time of smarts. And I told you that ignorance and dumbness going to be outlawed. Y'all thought I was trying to diss people. No, I was trying to tell you the world has changed. We celebrated failure. Being dumb was cool. Being an idiot was cool. Drop out of school was cool. Being illiterate, talking proper, broken English, ebonics, it was cool. Being ratchet, no. Those things are frowned upon now. Everything has flipped. So if you want your pride and dignity, you must act like you got a high IQ. Meaning, don't try to act stupid because you think that's what black people want to see. All right? Stop acting ignorant because you think you're going to get views. That's what we talking about. The days of getting views off ignorance is played out. It's finished. Because now you are the joke. That's why people telling you. You can act ignorant all you want. You can act a certain way all you want. You can act ratchet all you want. But everybody else is looking at you as a clown. That's what we talking about, y'all. So right here, when he said he was acting too black, guys, ain't no such thing as too black. Call, for one, you are performing. Ryan Clark, they say when you're not, you got to even act harder. When you're not tough, you got to act like you're more tough. When you broke, you got to act like you got money. See? When you know for a fact, Ryan Clark, the woman you be with ain't you know what, and the woman you be with are what? You got to prove you black. And the more you got, see, you ain't good in your skin. If I'm with a woman of all races, I'm with a woman of all races. I'm going to still be who I am. But guys like you feel like you got to prove how black you are, and that's what gets you in trouble. And y'all also think people got a low IQ and they stupid. So when you talk to them, you got to be a clown, a buffoon, or you got to talk so-called black, street, hood, ratchet. Meanwhile, y'all got college degrees acting like y'all so street and hood because you think that's a communication of the ghetto. Meanwhile, don't nobody want to hear that nonsense. It's called cooning now, fool. It's called clown. See, Dion? Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Talking like that on somebody want to hear that. Get it? Because ain't nobody else talking like that. That's why this woman right here said it right here, y'all. I wanted y'all all to get this is a national movement. I brought it to y'all first. 2024, let y'all know where it's at. So a lot of y'all might get me twisted. I got nothing but love for people. I was just telling y'all we somewhere else. I respect ratchetness. I mean, people in that ratchet hood, hey, whoever you are, that's you. But I was just telling you, if you think acting ratchet is cool, if you think acting ignorant is cool, if you think it's going to make you money, it's not. That's all I'm telling y'all. Now, if you being funny, that's one thing. If you purposely doing clown stuff to be funny and you're funny, that's one thing. But if you think being ignorant is cool, it ain't. Because we in a time of intelligence and smarts. Artificial intelligence made everybody look stupid. So look, right? She's telling, I'm showing you the movement. Challenging stereotypes. We don't want to see ghetto-ness. Now you know how ESPN feel. That's what all this about, ghetto-ness. So, all right, it ain't about race. I'll tell you a million times, guys, it ain't about race. It's about behavior. How is Shannon Sharp acting on TV, y'all? Now that it's first thing in the morning, you ain't drunk or high. Was Shannon Sharp not acting ghetto? Guys, they were giving out checks for acting ghetto. That's what the whole Coach Prime was about. But we not in that era no more. We're not in that era. The more ignorant you act, the bigger the check. The more you get them blacks to watch, the more you get that black viewership, the more these views go up. Act as ignorant as you want. Got it? That's where it all come from, y'all. They were doing it for the money. So it's called acting ghetto. So now you got it. ESPN ain't want to see it neither. See, it gets played out through race because they play the race card. And these companies don't want to seem like racist. So yeah, Ryan Clark, we might like you, but we hired you as an analytic person. We didn't know you was going to keep talking about all this race and acting like a fool. We didn't know you was going to do all that. We didn't know you was going to get on a national TV station and start pandering to your people. And it ain't really your people, because your people in the hood broke. They need help. You got a college degree born behind a gate. But when you're born in the gate or the suburbs and you're rich, you think the only way to relate with people of that color is to act ignorant and stupid. It's in all their brain, y'all. The disrespect is really how they think people are dumb. And I'm telling you all, that's why all this stuff is backfiring on them. When I come with these repetitive slogans like people got smarter, I be trying to tell them, everybody, people got smarter. Entertainment ain't what it used to be for us or y'all. Before, y'all can trick people with those magazines, with those little ass TV screens, and all them other shenanigans. But now, I tell them all, if people don't naturally like you, if you're not naturally organically winning, nobody cares about your shenanigans. Nobody cares what you pushing. Nobody cares about you. Everything you do now is only for your own fans. And when you don't have no real fans, you're going to get kicked off TV. All right? So you see Usher got fans. But do his fans even want him on top of them? So for anybody that don't get what Usher been accused of, that's why you don't get why that woman acting like that. Usher is now more weird than R. Kelly. Usher has grown up to be a weirdo. Usher has grown up to be weird, y'all. They had this boy playing footies under the covers when he was young. He ain't know no better. He from Chattanooga, Tennessee, man. Let's go. Now, we ain't done yet. Do y'all see what Gail doing? Y'all know I got to keep y'all with these updates on Freaky Grannies. Do y'all see what Gail doing? Hey, bro, I told you Gail was thick. I told y'all Gail was thick. It's a reason why Gail and Oprah been around. Yeah, it's a reason why. Yeah, they been at a lot of them parties. I told y'all Gail was thick. I told you, man. Her and Oprah in the car. Look what Gail doing, y'all. Look what she doing. They in the car together. I told you, man. I told you I be catching their ass. I told them, Gail thick, y'all. I see Gail with some tights one day get out that car. Nah, y'all. You see what Gail doing, right? I ain't mad at her. Gail giving a nice front view. I ain't mad at that. Tell you, I get tired of seeing all them bend over pictures. That's another reason why I got up Instagram. Man. Guys, I got so tired of looking at backside. I just like to see the front now. I ain't impressed with all that backside stuff, especially after BBLs. Nah, just let me see the front. Y'all see that? Y'all see what Gail doing in that car, right? Oprah sitting right next to her. Tell you they be doing a little funny stuff. What was the rumor came out? What was the story a couple months ago? It was Oprah. I was always upset with Oprah when people ask questions about us in relationships. She never say nothing. Gail, why are you doing this in the car with you and Oprah? You were supposed to be fixing her pants. All I know is it was a big print in my face and hips. All I do is assume all the stuff they was doing back in the day. Now y'all see why they love Harvey Weinstein, why they was all around. I tell you them men love their ass. Ain't nobody say they don't like men. They just don't like black men. They like men. Y'all see the thickness of goddamn Gail? You ask a question. What is her ass in the car with Oprah be doing this stuff? Freaky Grannies, that's why. Now, there's something else I got to say I didn't know. Now, I'm going to be honest. Sherry Shepherd, I didn't know she was 59 years old, y'all. Now, I knew her and 50 was just taking pictures. I'm going to give her credit. She looked good with 59 years old. I didn't know Sherry Shepherd was about to be 60, y'all. I also didn't know she had a Hollywood star. I'm going to ask y'all again. Now, I asked y'all about everybody. DJ Khaled, Charlamagne we asked about. What did Sherry Shepherd do to get a star? Y'all want to know what's for real? Now, before she had that show, I don't really know what she did for real. I just always remember hearing her name, but if you ask me what did Sherry Shepherd actually do before all this, I couldn't tell you. I think she's a comedian. I don't even know what she did to get a star. But I didn't know she was 59 years old neither. So that picture the other day with 50, I want y'all to see. She's 59. That's not AI neither. That's not an AI picture. So she looked good with 59 years old. I ain't know she about to be 60. But that's not an AI picture. That's why I brought it back up. That's not AI. Now I will show you an AI picture. This AI. See how she could change her whole face? And now if you saw that right there, you would not think that was Sherry Shepherd, would you? AI, man. Switch their whole, you can switch your whole, make a new face. So I'm just saying that because I didn't know she was 59. She older than, look, we're going to get to that too, right? She older than Jay-Z and Diddy. She 59. So I assume 50 ain't dating her for real. Maybe he is. She about to be 60 though. So you got it. Okay, remember everybody was laughing at Rihanna and all them saying they getting their age and all that. You'll see Sherry she way older than Beyonce and them. She about 15 years older than Beyonce. She is. Beyonce 44. She 15 years older than Beyonce. And probably damn near she 20 years older than Rihanna. You got it, y'all. I ain't know she was 59 years old. And like I said, if you ask me, I don't know how she get a star. Now let's go to technology. What y'all watching right here is this woman is using an exercise bike, and you see she don't got no legs. Now guess how this thing works? It works through Bluetooth. So this is just a look at how far technology has went. That's the new technology bike. And she get the same workout as if she was on the real bike. Get it? So her legs moving and all that. Still moving her legs, boom, 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 getting her cardio in. But it's all about Bluetooth. You got it. So y'all know they had the robotic legs. Y'all know about all that stuff. So this is just to show us how far technology going, y'all. So a lot of these things are for people, like some of those Meta glasses, some of these things with technology are for people that got handicaps. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted y'all to see. She's basically on an exercise bike with no legs, pedaling. And the bike is moving. Yes, the bike is actually moving. Yeah. So on top of that, top of the top, who up in the chat? Who up in the chat? Who's up in the chat? What is wrong with Usher? So y'all still ain't gonna say Usher might be a little worse than... All right, y'all, let's do a vote. How many of y'all think Usher's a good guy? If we had to put Usher on a scale of Robert, on a scale from 1 to 10, how much do y'all think Usher might be like Robert on a scale from 1 to 10? My opinion, y'all, I think if R. Kelly's a 10, I think Usher about a 7. I don't think Usher's a squeaky clean dude, man. It's impossible. From how he was raised, the people he was raised by, and him making a payout. Usher made a payout before Puffy did. Usher made a payout before Robert went to jail. Usher's career was over after he made that payout because he paid a BBW woman and a man. Usher paid everybody except for regular lady fans. Usher, you on stage putting a front. I didn't see no payouts to no woman that pretty. All right, so you fronting on stage, bro. You made payouts to other people. So, you see Young Miami had a hit. Recent. But when Usher was in the trash after he made that payout, his Uncle Puffy slickly put him on a song with City Girls, and he came back out. He only came back out because of that hit song with City Girls, and they bought it in Atlanta because Atlanta's a dirty place. It's the home of CDC. So when you're from Atlanta, they don't care about no STDs. They raised from the same place as the drug center. What rumor have we heard our whole life? What rumor, sir, did you hear as a kid? What rumor did you hear for the 90s? You know Atlanta got all those HIV people, right? You know Atlanta got all those HIV people, right? I heard that my whole life, all right? Then I found out that's the headquarters of the what? CDC, the disease control unit. So they don't, in Atlanta, they don't care about diseases. I see that. You can see that very clear. How the hell you think Usher still got a career after he said that? Yeah, but what y'all don't get with Usher, he only can perform in certain cities. He only can perform in cities where clinic rates are high. That's it. He can't perform anywhere. No. Usher is not a pop star no more, y'all. It's called the Bumps and Bruises Tour. That's what they call it. The tour with Usher and Chris Brown is called the Bumps and Bruises Tour. All right? And that's just what happened. They've been touring since May, but nobody cares. The word is in y'all homes, most of y'all men either going to give y'all bumps or bruises. Some of them both. Usher and Chris Brown are two losers, both discovered by Puff Daddy. So I wanted y'all to see. Do you see how Usher and Chris Brown going out? And I wanted you to see how your news media outlets are so janky. They'd rather talk about Usher nasty ass instead of telling you that Drake been topping the charts for 9 weeks straight. Huh? So you got the proof. Hov came outside. He took over the airways for a few. He got some money with Yankee Stadium, but he back in the house. He ain't topping the charts. But that's cool. Jay-Z was a nice celebration to inspire old heads to go back rapping. How's that going? He also inspired old heads to start up more podcasts and keep talking. But other than that, ain't nothing else going on. I told Dame, your time is up. Now, when Hov come back out, Dame, you'll go viral again. But as of now, Dame, your time is up too. All right, the Jay-Z show is over. He had his friends to his enemies all out at the same time. But now Jay-Z's in the house. Y'all don't got nothing else to hate on. All right? Meanwhile, everybody else that been hating on Jay-Z, they ain't stopped. There been people hating on Jay-Z ever since Diddy got in trouble, and they ain't stopped yet. So the rest of y'all, I don't know what y'all gonna do, man. So all those weeks about hair pieces, dreads, shampoo, is it braids? Is it dreads? Is it afro? Is it afro with dreads? Is it a wig? Which one is it? I don't know. What is this? Somebody has used Starlink to prove the wig stories as shenanigans. This is how deep we in. We're in a world of technology. So now y'all see when I said you ain't gonna be able to lie no more. Either you're gonna be transparent or you're gonna be embarrassed. You ain't gonna be able to lie no more. I told you, you gotta be an honest person now, y'all. If you're not an honest person, just stay in the house. If you're not an honest person, just be quiet. Because it's not gonna work. So I told you, man. It's people that's not tricked like y'all, man. The word is y'all old heads, some of y'all eyes bad. So the young generation on TikTok and young people, you know, they're using different stuff, man. They got different technology now. So they said we not going to be tricked like y'all. Yes, it is said that it was two things said. They said somebody was looking at, they said somebody went to Google Earth on his head. So how many times I've said these repeated ass things? They was tricking people with them cell phones. But I said what? We not in the cell phone era no more. Things have to be repeated because they keep doing the same thing. If we not in the cell phone era, that means you can take all the pictures you want, but somebody might be looking at this picture on a 100-inch screen, 85-inch. Get it? Or somebody could be on their phone. What they gonna do, y'all? Zoom, zoom, zoom. They ain't tricking nobody no more. I tell you, you're not gonna trick nobody. They got fold-out galaxies. No. Tablets. Zoom. So I told him, man, he should have kept the Yankee hat on. I think Jay-Z was trying to prove a point again. They said I'm always wearing the Yankee hat. Being that they say always, no, I don't know what he's doing, man. He should have put the Yankee hat on. He got busted, y'all. He got busted. So you know what happened? The Barbs, they running with this. Nicki Minaj started the whole wig controversy. But it all started really when she put that pink wig on his head, and you're going to see that didn't go viral. The pink wig didn't go viral. It was an AI video. It wasn't real. But they didn't touch that video. They knew better. They didn't post that pink hair video on Jay-Z. Hell no. That didn't become controversy. That's what it started from. Last summer, the whole wig controversy started from when Nicki Minaj made an AI video with a pink wig. That's where it all started from. Then it got transferred over to another wig conversation. No. Then Nicki said he got on a lace front. See, there was two different things. She put a pink wig on him. Then after that said he wear a lace front. So all of Nicki's fans are the main ones on Mr. Hov. They the ones on him. Drake fans on his ass. Remember? Kaepernick fans on his ass. But they saying Kaepernick had a real afro. The people he ditched over Target, they on his ass. See how they targeted on his head? He got a lot of enemies. The young generation pissed off. So they said, he got it. Starting to look like Jay-Z on house arrest, man. Jay-Z, if I don't see you on an exotic island no time soon, I'm going to say you on house arrest, sir. He's starting to look like he on house arrest. Jay-Z, do you have on an ankle monitor with them big-ass pads? I don't think so, though, but are you on work release? Man, are you trapped in the state of New York, Hov? Ever since the Knicks been playing, you've been in New York, man. I thought you was living in Hollywood. Let's go. All right? Is somebody gonna start up the Survivor Usher situation? I think they're gonna say Usher for last. That's what I think, y'all. Here's how they knew LeBron was going to the Sixers. A lot of people bet on this game, y'all. It was a bet all these weeks when they kept saying, will LeBron go on that? Will LeBron go on that? Golden State, Cleveland. It was bets on it the whole time, y'all. So some people actually made money off LeBron James going to the 76ers. And it was said that the people that won the most money, they had the clues because it was in his head. That's how they knew he was going to Philly. And they won. Yeah. Philly, if you think y'all going to win this year, if anybody go with that narrative, they got a super team. I told you they got a blooper team. They got a blooper team. They team going to be a straight joke. Get ready for the fun in Philly, y'all. He about to ruin that organization. That's right. Oh, yeah, the word is LeBron James can have unlimited Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah, he can go get one whenever he wants. LeBron James is also about an hour away from Fort Dix. Yeah, you know what Diddy locked. Yeah, he ain't too far from there. Guys, if you think they're going to win, all right, wait on it. This shit going to be hilarious. Philly, y'all game's going to be so whack. Meek Mill going to be there. He going to be at every game. Everybody that's washed up going to be there. Will Smith going to be there. Yep. No, LeBron James going to be for bets, ticket sales, and he going to ruin the Sixers. I want to bet my right arm, Joel Embiid going to diss LeBron James for this year. He going to diss his ass. And Tyrese Maxey going to get mad. Yeah, y'all, it ain't going to pan out, man. It's not going to pan out. So I'm showing you. This is what this is what Drake fans doing. Remember LeBron went against Drake? There you got it. Remember Jay-Z went against Drake? There you got it. They the main ones on both of their ass. And what people are saying, this is how far they go to stay relevant in a young man's game, and they don't want to pack it up. There's some people say LeBron James can't retire. That's another thing they say. I don't know how true that is, though, but they say the word is LeBron can't retire. He makes too much money. He generates too much money. The word is if LeBron James retire, about 50% of the NBA will crash, and sports media will have nothing else to talk about. And the GOAT conversation will be debunked. And the more LeBron James play, he's actually ruining his GOAT debate. Yes. So there you got it, y'all. This is how a lot of smart people knew he was going to Philly. People with high IQ make big bets. High IQ low IQ. Which one are you? Where do you fit at on the chart? Hey, guys, it's not about graduating school. It's about common sense. So let's go. So what y'all think about, do y'all think Diddy should pay this man $20 million? I think this man was one of his lovers. The fact that this man was so comfortable with Cassie, he claimed Cassie was pregnant. He claims that they would link up. Then he say Cassie would call him up. All right. But that means he had to be real comfortable in his circle. He had to be comfortable in their circle. Period. And he was around for a decade. He was a lover. He was a lover. They were a swinging couple and they had lovers disguised as escorts. Diddy loved this man so much, he had a construction company. The former escort says the fallout with Diddy destroyed his construction company. It was called Gold Standard Contracting, LLC, leaving him with under $100. Diddy left that man with under $100, man. $100, y'all, $100. No, fool. You saw Cassie get that 30. Then you said, man, I can't keep doing this shit. That's how you know, y'all. The fact that, see, it's a lot of stories twisted. Okay, Diddy he allegedly blows up Kid Cudi car. Why? Kid Cudi and Cassie talking, and she goes over the house. Meanwhile, you got another story of Cassie with this other man. They going back and forth. They kicking it for years. Word is, Cassie called him up. Diddy know about it. He with all three of them. This same man saying both of them trafficked his ass, which means he was their play toy. But see, the ducking and dodging is this. Allegedly, according to these stories, Diddy don't want to pay that 20. And as of now, the judge said this $20 million lawsuit is going to go forward. They're trying to say his story has some type of merit. Now, he was suing Cassie. Don't forget, the story is he also said they gave him stuff. Guys, ever since that story came out of Cassie with that yellow stuff in her mouth, I don't look at her the same like that. I watch y'all praise them and Cassie this and that, man. Y'all need to just shut up. They all nasty, y'all. Diddy and Cassie were two nasty-ass drug heads. That's all they were. Nasty-ass drug heads with a lot of money. That's how I look at them. Nasty drug heads with a lot of money. That's all they were, y'all. All right, that's how I look at them, period. Drug heads with a lot of money. That's what all that freaky stuff about. That's why throughout the years, we look at the picture, Cassie was straight junkie mode right there when she cut the side of here. You'll see Diddy high. The joke around here is that fool turning a dark-skinned Diddy. You see Diddy was high right there, looking like a straight crackhead. He looked like a straight meth Molly head right there. They were getting high right there. That's what the shades about. They were high. You see Diddy right here? All right, boom. You know Diddy got different looks. All right, that right there look like Diddy. But this right here, you'll see they was high. You'll see it clear as day. Look at them right here. They healthy. See that? You see his complexion? Here go the joke. Dark-skinned Diddy. You'll see she like a skeleton. Side of her head shaved. They ass high right here, y'all. They high. It just came out in court. Now, after all the years of research and going back into this stuff, I was able to see how he looked when he high, when he not high. They were getting high back then. And what we know, junkies fight. What junkies do? Fight and break up. A junkie couple, that's what they were. A junkie couple could fight over anything. You did the last line. Shit, we ain't got no more. I told your ass don't snip that line. What happened? Diddy went in the shower. Cassie snipped the last line to try to run out the room. That's what happened. Allegedly. It could have been that simple. Diddy said, don't touch this stuff right here when I come out. He got the lines on the table. He go take a shower. Cassie snipped the lines real quick. Try to run out the hotel. Like a fiend, Diddy run out. I told you don't snip. I told your ass don't snip them lines. I told your stupid ass. Whole time could have been some fiend stuff. After that, they go back in the room, get high after that, and sex some more. We don't know that now, do we? I'm just trying to tell you, man. They were two fiends, man. Fiends. You see how that man, you look at Diddy one way, he ran out that hotel like a straight crack fiend. He ran out that hotel worse than Marion Barry in D.C. No, he ran out there rolling like a damn crackhead. And the joke was, You ain't see Diddy socks? Look at his socks when he ran out that damn room, y'all. That was crackhead behavior. She ran out like a crackhead. Period. So I know they were fiends, man. What else we got proof of? After you hang with Diddy, you be fiend out. Look at the game. Fresh Montana, everybody that hung around Diddy admitted they had a habit. Meek Mill was perked out. He admitted it. Meek Mill had to go to jail to get off perks. Fresh Montana admitted he was on perks. Look at Game, y'all. Look at him. What is this man on? Game is going out bad. Yo media is corny. Drake been topping the charts 9 weeks straight. These bloggers were talking about a battle with YG and Game. Not Future and Drake taking over the charts. They talking about washed up ass Game. Why? Versus. That's why. Versus. Versus is money. They get money off old people. Y'all, Game is showing us straight fiend behavior, y'all. It's sad. Game has on his old gold chains from 10 years ago. There's nothing wrong with that. Slick Rick got all his old jewelry, but Game, you a rapper. And I'm going to keep saying, how the hell Wack 100 got more better new jewelry than you? DJ Academic, they got rapper jewelry, and you got old jewelry. Game lost his house. Game and Jim Jones are the same exact people. Same exact. Gangster, woman problems, both lost houses. According to the story, Game owes $7 million to this day. He still owe that woman. Game going out horrible. If we know the rich rappers been losing money, guys, if I asked you, how much money did Game really make in his career? How many hit record songs did he really make? Then if we went into his hit song, that was over 20 years ago. See how reality sets in? Anybody that started their career off beefing is finished. Anybody that made money off being what? Gangster is finished. So now do you get when I said nobody gonna make a penny off gangster rap? If your aura is gangster, you ain't gonna make it. Same thing with your content. It don't matter what you talk about. If your channel was established off certain things, gangster, it's gonna be in a certain category. It just is what it is. So, no. That man used to hang around Diddy because they gave him a pass. Before Meek Mill got busted in the pool, Diddy already took pictures with the Game and Meek Mill in the pool. That's how Ben got it clear. It was the Game and Meek Mill that conspired against Beanie Siegel. They got his ass knocked out. Remember, Beanie was talking to the Game. Then the Game went back and told Meek Mill. And then in the end, Beanie got knocked out in Philly. Because Meek Mill in the Game was hanging with Diddy. And the Game was also in Miami. Who else lived with him in Miami? Ray J admitted he lived with Diddy in Miami. Miami was the freak-off mansion. One way or another, they all either lived there or stayed there or was on vacation at that freak-off mansion. Get it? Now, this man was at the freak-off mansion too. That's why he wants his money. Everybody, look, the way you can put together who's with Diddy, they're either going to be broke or a drug head. One of the two. Went through all this already. Either broke, a drug head, or acting weird. No, Diddy rubbed off on a lot of people, y'all. So, this man wants his $20 million. And the story of him being trafficked, it was him being taken to Miami. So I told y'all, right? The word is Miami was with all, Florida was with all the sex. It was going down in Florida. Summer in Miami, they always, Jim Jones' favorite song, Trey Songz, they always was in Miami. Trey Songz' allegations come from Miami. Quavo got accused of Miami. Chris Brown got accused of Miami. This when I saw it before, I like, yo, looked at me like Diddy was setting people up at his house. If you was to go back and do your history and news, right, you will see that a lot of, I will tell you for a fact, at least 5 people got accused of actual assault at Diddy's house on Star Island. Yes. The lawsuit Chris Brown, I think Chris Brown might have got it though. The lawsuit Chris Brown gave a woman something to drink and she passed out. That was at Diddy estate. Quavo had got a little altercation. They was in a boat off Star Island. Guys, if you look it up, you'll see about 5 different allegations that happened in Star Island. And then you got to understand, Jeffrey had property in Florida. Floyd Mayweather just sold his mansion in Florida. All this happened when LeBron James took his talent to South Beach. All that weird stuff was going down when they was all down there. Y'all tell you, all of them were down there, and people not looking at. When they were down there in South Beach, that's when all the stuff was going down. All those rich people were down there making requests. Those rich people that was in Florida had a very rich, freaky appetite. And you must understand, it was a lot of drugs at that time, and that's where Molly was very, very big. So the whole time they at that freak-off mansion, that's where all the pink, they on that pink stuff, they on all that Molly, all that E, all that loud, all that Ciroc, all that's going down. Atlanta, Miami, that's the trafficking, going back and forth from Atlanta to Miami, to New York, to LA, Miami. You see what I'm saying? You got to look at all that stuff that was happening. That's why people are confused. A lot of these charges and allegations come from the 20 teens. I know the time frame. It's in the whole story. So like everybody that was on Bad Boy Records, like was clout chasing the whole Diddy situation, when all of these Diddy allegations come from when he wasn't even doing Bad Boy work. See that? See, I know all the smoke screens. You're going to see, right? All these allegations on Diddy come from after he started Revolt and after they was in Atlanta with the Ciroc Boy movement. That was the 20 teens. That's what Kid Cudi come from, 20 teens. When was Kanye winning? Kid Cudi, 20 teens. This come from 20 teens, y'all. So people that have nothing to do with the 20 teens been the main one commenting this stuff. At this time, Young Money is winning. Diddy selling Ciroc, walking around with Cassie. When Drake, Young Money was winning, he was walking around with Cassie in Miami and Florida selling that liquor. At this same time, Rick Ross won it. The 20 teens seemed to me like when Diddy was going through it on those drugs, beating on Cassie, he also wasn't the top superstar at that time. He was not the favorite. 20 teens, you got Future, G, you got all these people. Gucci Man, nobody cared about Diddy. Only thing people cared about Diddy, the 20 teens, was Ciroc. If we took away Ciroc and we took away Ciroc boys, Diddy wouldn't have had no career to 20 teens. These are all facts. I knew back then he was making them push the brand. They were pushing Revolt and pushing Ciroc. But his influence, he was not that, the guy that all the women love no more. It was the young crowd. This is the time he's beating on Cassie. How we know that? The footage from him beating on Cassie was from 2016. The same exact summer Drake and Meek Mill was beefing. All right? So my point is, all of this stuff they were doing was in Florida and Georgia. He also was smart enough not to get charges in New York. He also was smart enough not to horseplay, not to do none of that nonsense in the state of New York where his business is at. He always was ahead of lawsuit, stuff like that. He was smart. So that's why I say I wasn't around. I don't know about with him and Gene. I wasn't around with Gene, but a lot of the things Gene Deal say, like when Gene Deal say Diddy was smart enough not to do certain stuff around him, he was. He knew not to do certain stuff in New York and around New York officers. Because one thing about officers, they're not going to lose their pension over your ass. See that? That's the catch. See, you can be an officer working with these. You can take money. You can bodyguard. You can be undercover. But one thing the real officers not going to do, they not throwing away their damn pension. They ain't doing that. And a lot of officers ain't going to go out like a clown after 20, 30 years because this dude want me to take some money. I ain't doing all that. And plus, he knows in the state of New York, nobody's above the law. That's just how New York rolls. So I've been putting it together. No, all of their allegations come from outside New York City. See that? Like with Robert, right? With Robert, the reason why he got fried also because his charges were straight from Chicago. And I think they charged Robert with Chicago and New York. You see? Robert had charges straight from Chicago. So that's what helped a lot of it stick. So, but if you pay attention with the diddler, right? Even when he so-called did dirt, it was not in New York. Even that Little Rod story, it was not in New York. You see what I'm saying? That's your clue that most of that stuff happened in Florida and Atlanta and in hotels. Even the hotels was strategic. They understand some things. Even if we're going to take somebody somewhere and violate them, and they do want to sue, say we urine in his face and walk out the room, don't give him nothing. Man, screw that dude. Well, they got it set up where he knows the guy can never sue. He can't say I did it at my house. He can't say I brought him to my house and did all this stuff to him. Got it? He knew that stuff. I ain't doing nothing at the business office. He understood that. See, in the hotel, it stay at the hotel. Then what you see, allegedly, he was giving them hotel dudes money. Robbery. Because the thing is, they were, see, look, people don't want to accept the fact his preference was men, which means he took a lot of men with him. They flipped one of the stories on you with the Punisher. Now, you know about the Punisher, but here's another one. No, his appetite was certain things. And if he wanted, he order your ass like pizza. All right? He order your ass like Dunkin' Donuts to the crib. That's what all that. See, when you saw everybody on social media, the IG models recently getting flown out, they've been doing that. The celebrities been flying out escorts. Now, you think his appetite, you think all those bottles and cases, you know he's a perv, you know he like having fun. Meanwhile, he's ordering all these nice men, not women. He got the woman, that's Cassie. And usually, if they swing, is the woman gonna pick the woman. He bringing the men. How you know that? Well, he was comfortable with that man being with Cassie because he's probably the one that picked him. All right? They communicating on text messages for years. Allegedly, he claimed he got Cassie pregnant. She calling him up, which means Diddy had to be comfortable with the whole thing. Got it? That's the stuff they was doing. It's just that it's all at the end. This stuff was never based on women. Most of his lawsuits were men. One right here. Who the other one you know about? Little Rod. And you know about other than that. So, here you got it, guys. Nobody want to keep talking about Diddy. It's been spoken already. But what we speaking about is, just know, the lawyer said this $20 million lawsuit is going forward. So he going to get his day in court. Whatever happens, happens. At this point, nobody cares, y'all. All we want to know, Usher, do you have skeletons in your closet worse than Diddy and Robert? Because it's starting to show, Usher, you're very weird. You acting weirder than Michael Jackson. All right? You acting weirder than Wacko Jacko. Michael Jackson ain't never take his shirt off, sweating on nobody. You got the proof. Ain't none of you dudes Michael, fool. None of y'all. Michael Jackson make them pass out in the crowd. If this was Michael Jackson, that woman would have passed out right there. No. She's like, I'm not impressed, Usher. Can you please get out my face? She do not want to even smell his dirt. Guys, I don't want to keep repeating what Usher got. Y'all know what Usher have. Usher has certain things. You will see this woman paranoid. She's not impressed. And his breath might stink. You know you singing on that mic, your breath might stink. All right? So Usher's weird now, y'all. Straight up. That woman she looks very worried. Now let's look at it like this. Y'all let Usher get away with this. Now let's say we in a bar. You come in the bar, I'm in this woman's face just like that. And as I'm talking to this woman at the bar, you keep seeing her head go back and back and back. And we in a bar though. What you gonna say about me? No, this is called creepy. Usher's weird. Plus he could have been musty. All right, could have been a lot going on with Usher, man. She was not impressed. I've never seen a woman do that on stage. Bumpy Johnson. Do you think that woman know Usher made a payout? You know that woman knows. She got to know, y'all. That woman didn't want nothing from Usher, y'all. Usher's nasty, y'all. He just is. He's a nasty dude now. Usher maybe wasn't nasty. He was young. He's nasty, y'all. He lets it burn. All right? He lets it burn. He does a lot. He denies. He humps on BBWs behind our back. He thought when that woman came out, we wasn't gonna believe it, y'all. Usher thought he was gonna escape that payout. And Usher also did stuff with men. Same thing in Usher. The same thing with R. Kelly. They the same people, y'all. Him and Usher accused of having the same ST, and they both accused of having men in their payouts and stories. So all it came out already, and nobody's knocking it. Nobody knocking what they do. Who cares? But it's called the Bumps and Bruises tour for a reason, y'all. Usher's acting weird and creepy right in y'all face. Then when I saw his wife, if that man, y'all, Usher doesn't even have a long list of dating women. He don't got a lot of dating, nothing. Then that one woman he was with. Come on, y'all. Come on. Then you gonna just say industry Chili. That was a hookup. They just put that together. Chili's so fed up with them. Chili with another man. Chili don't. Chili and Eve gave y'all the proof. Chili, Eve, Janet Jackson, they showed you when they finished with this game, they don't even want them, they don't want to see them in face. Janet went to another race. Eve went to another race. They be finished with them, y'all. After that, Chili went to another race. And they happy too. Very happy. They make women go to a whole nother race. And make women go to a same sex. Nah, they sorry, y'all. Usher's nasty, man. I'm going to just say that. Usher, because last year, that stuff with the cherry balls is it for me. All right? Him taking them cherries, putting that woman's mouth like they two balls, I wasn't feeling that. He's disgusting, y'all. When I saw Usher sweating in a red fur coat, acting like Diddy after Diddy got that time, I was done with Usher, all right? This man, last July, was on stage with a fur coat with no shirt on, sweating. He doing weird stuff. I'm going to say, y'all, something happened. I'm going to say he was getting tickled young. Now, we know they was playing footsies. I'm going to say between Russell and Diddy, they was tickling his ass. Did it in a certain spot. Usher's weird. He's weird now. My point is, I think Usher just turned out. That's the right word. I think he's turned out from all those years. And he also don't understand that Usher, you don't have to be freaky on stage no more, bro. This ain't the 90s. Diddy been accused of all this stuff. R&B, we have seen Bobby Valentino run out of rooms with cross-dressers. Tank talking about he'll swallow somebody. Y'all are just nasty. So Usher, if you were smart, you would start doing gospel. Just start doing gospel. Russell Simmons, your uncle. You go visit Valley and take pictures with Russell. But if you were smart, you would stop doing this stuff, Usher. Because online, Diddy said y'all used to pillow fight, eating Frosted Flakes. You said Diddy had you in a room full of all these grown-ass women. That was Geppetto talk. You let us know Diddy was a Geppetto, meaning those women you was with, they were Geppettos. Because you were getting humped on by a grown-ass woman young. But now you might be a perv. Because you ain't got no regular relationship, Usher. And you never used to take your shirt off like that. And now you forcing yourself on people. You are literally forcing yourself on this woman. See? I know behavior, y'all. No. That's that behavior right there. You can't tell Usher no. Now imagine in a room in a house and you say no to Usher. Man. No, y'all, she don't want to do with him, y'all. Jig is up, man. Usher, you lost your mystique. You lost your energy, man. That woman is traumatized from when she saw that article. The word is, y'all paid her $5,000 to get on stage. And she still was not impressed. So there you got it, man. There you have it. Usher, Justin Bieber fans still don't forgive you. You are the one that got blamed. They didn't blame Diddy. They blame you. They say you was Justin Handler and you did that to Justin. So I keep telling these people like Usher's nobody to be proud of at all. It's a joke. Usher is that whole Usher Chris Brown concert is a joke, y'all, for real. It's for domestic violence survivors. It's for domestic violence participants. Like men that wear white wife beaters go to that concerts. We got proof. We saw men dancing in the crowd at the Chris Brown concert and crying. Yes. And it also said that people that went to the clinic a lot, they don't see nothing wrong with Usher. They the ones that buy the tickets. You got it? The main people go to Chris Brown and Usher concerts, they don't wear condoms. You got it now? All right. So, why are they being petty? This the word, ho. The word is you pay for media, but you ain't trending on them charts. The word is Drake had the #1 hit 9 weeks straight. I'm just telling y'all because Drake is shadow bans. Only in the urban department, that's it. In the urban department, Drake does not exist. He don't have a record out. He's not doing nothing right now. Yeah. But the truth is, y'all, he been on the #1 charts. He been #1 for 9 weeks straight. Nice try, Hov. Nice try. Nice try, Hov. I've been telling you this crap. But since nobody else won't keep it real with you, bro, I'm just trying to tell you, man. You need to just chill out. So, do y'all see the end of the wig conversation? Make your own opinion. Hey, I give Hov another pass. Maybe somebody did this to his hair with AI. It's not real, y'all. It's not real. It's not. I give him a free pass, everything. Hov, I try to be your public defender. Nah, that ain't no Hov. No, that ain't that ain't real. Somebody did that with AI. Do y'all now see who Petty Mafia is, y'all? Man, they are so petty, they zoomed in on that man's head. That's how petty people are, man. And the thing that's, hey, that shit funny as hell, man, because Punch has been trolling Jay-Z for a minute, and Jay-Z ain't too far from his hood. Yo, this shit funny, man. Where it is, Punch is sitting that man to crash Jay-Z fence. Let's go. What's up, LJ? They down here towering everybody being told stories about their wonderful mother. Oh, hold up, man. What's up, y'all? Willie Lump Lump. What's up, ye son? Willie Lump Lump, man. All they saying is, Jay-Z, stop bullying people and go home, man. Are you on house arrest, sir? All right, man. You look mad. Why the hell you look so mad, bro? All right. So now you got it, right? The Barbs did this. It was the Barbs. I saw the comments. It was Barb fans. It was Drake fans and academic fans. AKA, it was a young generation. They say, here's the proof that he's bullying Drake. Here's the proof. He's 17 years old. He shouldn't even be outside. You got it, man. So, no, y'all, I got to tell the truth, man. No, it ain't about who you like. It ain't about what's going on. Drake is actually winning on the charts, man. Him and Young Miami. And I only got to say this because I want y'all to clearly see. They will talk about Usher. They will talk about Adrian Broner. They will talk about everybody that's not in the damn algorithm. And they only talk about people that pay for it. That's why they're all crashing, y'all. Ryan Clark said ESPN didn't want him to be too black. He using the black card. Here you got it. When all else fails, pull out your black card. You got one? LSU legend Ryan Clark says he was fired by ESPN. I couldn't be too black. Can somebody explain to me in the chat, once again, what is being too black? No, he wasn't being too black. He was making blacks look bad, y'all. Hey, black, don't get behind him, y'all. He's straight full of crap. He was being ratchet, hood, street. He was being cool. He was trying to be with the brothers. He was cooning. He was shucking and jiving. He was. I swear, I'm not lying to y'all. I was not lying to this man. I saw him many a day, shucking and jiving, y'all. Laughing and stuff like that. I'm telling you, the New York Giants, they're going to win tonight. Ain't that right, Stephen A? Guys, this man, I know Ryan Clark lost his mind. He was on national TV barking and disrespecting on Caucasian people. The man forgot he was on ESPN. Told you they lost their mind, y'all. Ryan Clark, you act professional on the pivot, but you act a fool on ESPN. See how backwards you are? That's what he was doing. He's telling his coworkers, you don't know nothing about football. You ain't never played. You know you're supposed to be nice to the people that didn't play, y'all. You know that, right? The journalists, you supposed to show them love because you know they didn't play. You supposed to be their friend. He making them feel bad. You didn't even play. I know what I'm talking about. Now you see him? All those journalists got to laugh at his ass in the end. Because this man tried to act like he wasn't hurt. He got fired. The day after, he tried to act hard. But by the second day, his ass broke down. Then by the third day, he using the black card. They said I couldn't be too black. No, they mean you couldn't be a damn clown, fool. They said take that goddamn chitlin circus somewhere else. So now that he got fired and Cam Newton got fired, Deion Sanders say, let's start a show. Let's start a show together. But they say to Deion, you about to get fired next. Deion better fix Colorado or his ass getting fired too. Bingo. We already know that's coming. He getting fired too. Ryan Clark and his friends didn't tell you that Deion Sanders only won 3 games last year. He ruined Colorado, y'all. They've been losing. They didn't make the playoffs, but nobody said nothing. Because they were covering up, and that's why ESPN said, get your 2 black ass out of here. You think you're going to act black. You're going to take up for black people. You're going to drag white people. You're going to say white people need to get fired. You're going to say, trade them. Trade the white people. But the blacks, they don't do nothing wrong. Man, get out of here. So they said, Deion Sanders, since you are so full of crap, you might as well wear these Depends. That's the joke. Y'all might as well start a show together because y'all all fired. And if Deion, Ryan, and Cam Newton start a show, it would be horrible. If I didn't watch out on TV, what make you think I'd watch out together? No. Deion Sanders is full of doo-doo. That's why he's the face of the Pens. I ain't playing with y'all, man. They stuck it to him. They know Deion to do anything for money. So his ops that don't like him, he's full of shit. Hey, why don't we pay him to wear the Pens? And y'all, Deion Sanders, he know damn well the Pens is not popping like that. He know this ain't nothing cool about wearing the Pens. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong wearing the Pens, but ain't nothing cool about wearing them neither. So in a commercial, he want to try to make it sound cool. Guys, I used to be ashamed of myself. But now, I fix my problems. I wear the Pens. He said, guys, don't worry about what nobody say about you. When I'm coaching in the middle of a game, I can't go to the bathroom. But with the Pens, I have fixed my problems. That's what he said in the commercial. And every time I see the commercial, y'all, I swear I bust out laughing. It's hilarious because he trying to make it cool. He trying to do the commercial, y'all, like he talking about a shirt or like some sneakers, or he trying to make it sound cool, but ain't nothing cool about grown-up diapers. All right, that's it. Guys, I used to think about what people say about me, but now I don't care no more. Have you ever had an incident and had to fix it? All right, y'all, there you got it. The pen. They don't get this part. By him being a face of the Pens, that is straight cool to y'all. It just is. It just is. It just is, y'all. It is. All right? You got it? Because he's full of crap. That's why he the face of the Pens. Because he's full of it. That's what all that's about, y'all. But he tried to make it cool. Have you ever had poopy pants? Here's the remedy. Don't feel ashamed because you're around your friends. Get a pair of these. That's what he said. All right, y'all, let's go. Meanwhile, you wait for that nice comedy show gonna happen. They already said LeBron James they say he get free Philly cheesesteaks. Philly, oh man, I'm gonna have fun laughing at y'all this year. It's gonna be a lot of dreams. It's gonna be people getting on my nerves. Gilly them ain't gonna stop. Gilly, Meek Mill, Fresh Prince, man, all of them washed up in Philly. Damn. But guess what? LeBron gonna ruin that damn team. It's gonna be controversy, and I'm gonna have fun when all the Philadelphia fans turn on him. And I know y'all racist in Philly, but I don't think the white fans too fond of him. It's gonna be hilarious, y'all. It's gonna be a show. It's going to be a show, y'all. Just wait. It's going to be a show, y'all. LeBron James gonna ruin it. He gonna ruin their ass. He gonna ruin that team. All right. So if you would have bet on LeBron James going to the Sixers, you would have won. Everybody that got the cheat code, it was in his head the whole time. Everybody that figured it out from LeBron's head, they all tripled their money. There you got it, y'all. There you got it. He gonna turn the Sixers to a straight circus. That ain't no super team. It's gonna be a blooper team. Remember I said it first. It's gonna be a straight blooper team. LeBron gonna ruin it, and Joel Embiid gonna swing on his ass in the locker room. Yup. So y'all, on that note, I thank y'all for tapping in. All right, Usher was on y'all timeline yesterday. Guys, can we all agree that Usher is like Diddy's nephew? Russell Simmons' great-grandnephew? Why is Usher wearing do-rags? Why is Usher wearing do-rags now, y'all? This man ain't wearing do-rags his whole career. All right? Where your A-Town hat at? Why the hell you wearing a do-rag, Usher? There's the face right there, y'all. You make up your own assumption. That means he's disgusting and he's a creep. But the word freak and creep means the same thing. If a person says you're freaking me out, if they say you're creeping me out, it's the same thing. There you got it, man. We're going to leave it alone. We're going to get out of here. If anything comes out on Usher, don't be surprised, y'all. If Usher gets the treatment, like, all right, I think it's skeletons in his closet, period. But also, make sure you get your tickets to the Bumps and Bruises tour. I think you can see Chris Brown and Usher for $40. Yeah, I think so. They also not allowed in certain states. But on that note, I don't think Usher grew up to be the man he's supposed to be, y'all. No, he's weird. He's weird. Y'all enjoy y'all day. We're going to get out of here. Thank y'all for tapping in. It's Money Day Monday. Get you some money. Get right. Back to school coming soon. I'm looking forward to the fall. Football about to come back. And I'm not going to lie, man. When basketball season come back, man, I'll be laughing at LeBron. And ho, nice try, bro. Another nice try, sir. But everything you did, you got to start over again. That's how the internet works, sir. You got to start all over again, which means all that stuff you did, all those rappers that came on stage, have nothing to do with this hair situation. It has nothing to do with that. So now you got to fix this, Hov. But I'm going to give you a pass, Hov. Somebody did this to your head with AI. Even though, when I look close, I can see it right here now. Until they brought it to my attention, I ain't even see it. Nope, it's right in your face. So on that note, y'all, the whole situation of the afro, the hair detangler, the wig, it is all now debunked. That is yesterday's story, y'all. Sorry. Tell Ho stop taking pictures. And on top of that, he got the Yankee hat in his hand. So maybe he wanted us to see it. They got him, Hope. They got his ass. Got him. This called people with no time, petty, and they Drake fans. On that note, y'all enjoy y'all day. We're going to get out of here for sure. All right. So, man, Bleak could keep talking, but he got to explain this. Thank you very much. Yeah, Usher's off, y'all. Usher's starting to be off in the head. Usher is still a child star. We must understand these things. We all know what happened to Michael Jackson. It's a reality. Usher did not have a lot of friends. Where's Usher's best friends at? We have no proof Usher grew up skateboarding. We have no proof Usher was playing gym and basketball. We have no proof Usher did nothing normal. We know he was in studios. We know he was in dark studios, dark houses, mansions, rich people. Not just rich people, he was around rich weirdos. All right? We know that for a fact. He was around a lot of weird people. We know he was in Weird Ass Atlanta. We know he was around a lot of stuff. We have no, if we had to measure how much normal stuff Usher did, we might not be able to prove it. We know recent Usher went to go see the witch. He with witches, hugging and kissing. No, he been doing weird stuff. Usher doing all this weird stuff on Usher whole career. He never danced on stage with a fur coat with no shirt on, sweating, acting like Diddy. No, Usher might got a mental issue, man. See, people pick and choose, man. Look at the game. Just look at the game, y'all. Y'all know. 20, 30 years, it's an end result to this stuff. All that drinking and drugging and partying and lack of sleep is starting to show. Look at the game. You got the game. So Usher's strange too. They in their 40s. They not 21, 24. They showing who they are and the men they become. That's all it is. They showing you. It's y'all, your family, y'all know it's just like anything in real life. You got people you went to high school with, they was the man. You got people you used to go with, they was the joint, they was all that. But then you see them later, they start looking horrible. It's happening to them. People you knew back in the day was cool, smart. Now they lose their mind. They talking to themselves. Something happened. It's happening to them now. They drunk more alcohol than us. They partied more than us. They got more high than us. You saw him knock back that Don Julio. What else I know? Bro, people only drink like that when they high on other stuff. I ain't stupid. People drink like that when they high on other stuff. So, like I said, you got your result. They are weird. He got a lawsuit. He paid out. He got a lawsuit. He didn't pay. Both of them, who they hang around? Who both of them hang around? All right. Anybody around that man got a lawsuit or drug allegations. So let's go, y'all. We out of here. Usher, Justin Bieber fans still pissed with you, bro. So we're going to leave that alone. On that note, we out. Y'all enjoy y'all day. One.